What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Woody, and guys, Camo has just dropped a new officer, Machinist Officer. And I was looking through this, and I want the people in here to better walk me through this, because I did have surgery today, so I'm a little hoo-hoo right now. So, reading this, what I'm reading it says, increase the attack of your troops in battle by an additional troop unit 3.5 times 3.5. So, does that mean we're getting more troops, right? Like, are we going to be able to expand it? Please speak up, guys. Does that mean?
No, I think it calculates the attack bonus
Okay,
based off of how many troops you have.
so it's going to be well, it says 3 times 3.9%. I'm assuming the more levels you go, it's going to increase because that's how they always do. So I'm wondering if, let's say, like, because I'm at like 2210 or 2220, right? Is that going to be an additional whatever 3.9% attack on that?
Hey, Woody, FYI, we can't see your screen.
Oh yeah, my bad, guys.
You're good. I
Oops.
would tell you before you get too far.
Yeah, thank you. Um,
This is why we can't answer you.
all right,
We can't
there you
see
go.
it.
There you go. My bad. My bad. Well, the people that's watching from YouTube can see it. But yeah, so is this going to increase the actual attack to like percentage by 3 times 3.9? And obviously we know it's going to grow as you level it up. What do you guys think? Because I'm seeing the same thing with the HP as well. Now we got 22.1%. Well, it's not percentage. It just says 22.1. What do you guys think about this? I think this is going to be a game changer. Again, I really do. Well, aren't we all quiet today? What do you
The
think?
way it
Trying to read
reads,
it, Tubs.
I don't know if it's going to be something that necessarily shows up directly on the stat sheet. Like that's the part that I'm not certain about. But the HP part does look a lot more relevant than the attack part.
These
Much
skills never
larger.
these skills never show up on a spreadsheet. This is all game battle.
This is just a little weird, right? And then you got the holy cow.
I mean,
Who's
the
got their?
breakthroughs. I like break.
Someone's got their mic and everything. Anyways, and then you got the breakthrough skill.
Yeah, that looks nice.
It looks nice.
It's kind of cool.
I gotta watch number one, so I don't remember.
You see this right here. It's got the little arm on the side. I mean, so that's going. It says launch 3 missiles at the enemy units with the highest number of troops. I think this is going to actually be OP for mid range. Yeah, this is going to fucking be OP for mid range right off the bat of the right off the first attack. Because mid range goes for the back end, and that's where the most on long ranges. That's where the most of them are.
You look great. Ready? Okay. Breathe.
Well, that'll benefit both.
Not
It's going to kill your front line, and it's going to kill your back line.
Not necessary, because it says the troops, the number of troops, the highest number of troops. Ooh. Hey, Lips, you want to mute your mic, please? Thank you, Lips. But it says the highest number of troops when attacking commander. So,
I'm with you. But it says 3 missiles, so I'm thinking it's 3 different sets, is what I'm saying. That.
Yep. Front line,
well,
back line, front line.
let's watch and see.
Mid-range.
Let's watch and see where they're attacking. They're attacking the same one over and over again. Mid range.
Let's see.
Let me blow this up.
Yeah, no, it went to.
Let's blow that up so it looks a little better, easier to see. So, where's the arm? I guess we have to redo it.
It benefits both builds.
Yeah, no, it does. I agree with you. I'm trying to see how many troops, how many different things it hits. I hit 1, Woody. You're right. It hit 1.
So it
hit one troop.
It's hitting the same troops over and over again. That's like, did you see the damage?
So
hold on, did you see that damage it did? Hold on, I gotta restart that. Hold on, let me restart this. That damage, watch that damage. So it's at 19.5 right now, right? Or when it pulls up, we're at 19.1, 14.9, 4. That's fucking insane. Did you see that?
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah, pretty
That's the
good.
game. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It says times 75, and I'm assuming it's gonna go up every percent. That's fucking crazy.
That's
Damage time.
and it's like, look, did you see the speed that it's attacking? I think that's the most that's the most beneficial of it is that it's not waiting its turn. It's boom, boom, boom.
Every 10 seconds, isn't it?
Well, it shows up
Every
10
10 seconds, it fires 3 missiles.
Yeah.
And it looks like the missiles are sequential as opposed to like all at the same
Yeah.
time.
They're
Yeah.
all at one target.
Yeah, that's fucking, and they're fast shooting too. Like that's like an automatic.
Is it me or did it look like they started? Oh no, I guess it's the troop with the most. I was gonna say
Yeah.
it looked like it started on back line. Both sides are back line, but are both sides with the most troops?
No, so this one right here has the most troops. All those backlines has 18,000. This one has 19.1. Or we'll restart it,
So,
just to be clear.
so it's gonna hit your enemy's front line first, because that's always our highest tier in our formations, and then after that goes down, it's gonna hit the next one, which is probably gonna be your long range if you're long range, and then your mid range if you're mid range.
Well, now I'll give you an education
Ooh,
in fleet setup.
ooh,
Your how you structure your fleet is breakthroughs play a huge part.
Yeah.
They do. So there's going to be a counter for this eventually. We know that. And if you don't got it, you're gonna get fucking melted. But so this is actually going to be benefiting both. Now that you think about it, because mid range carries what? Heavy mid range. So if that's where most of their troops are, and I'm just happy that, well, maybe I'm not too happy, but that it's not a percentage. It's just like a straight 95 or whatever. If it would have been a percentage, oh my god, the more troops you have, the bigger percentage, the more troops that you're gonna kill per freaking hit.
What do you honest? I think this breakthrough is better than some of those fucking skills in the warplane equipment.
I agree. I agree.
I think some of those warplane equipment skills is nerfed. I really do. I don't see them killing a lot of troops. And mine's just not like low level too. You know what I mean? This right here though is gonna be worth it.
Well, it does.
It's going to cause people to do split formations is what it'll cause.
Look, it has that word damage in there. Damage is equal to the number of surviving. Ooh. Oh, it's got that word damage in there. So I think that this one, I'll actually push the breakthrough before the opening the stars, honestly.
I agree.
Like I would.
If you're LRA, you should, because
Yeah.
this is an MRA officer. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely push that breakthrough before opening up the stars. This will be literally the first one that I push to 18 too.
If you're MRA, I'd still tell you to take it to like 8 or 10 and then go do your level, your unworldlies.
So let's talk about that. If you're long range and you go up against a mid ranger, usually you would have what, like we'll just say 10,000 or 20,000 snipers or EMPs to freaking take the cushion, and then the rest will be cannons. You can't do that now. You would literally have to make them even. You would have to put the 60,000 cannons, or we'll just say 30,000 cannons and 30,000 EMPs or shielders, so it picks and chooses which one it hits first. Because if you have more cannons in the back and your snipers or EMPs that you put in there as last as a buffer, it's still going to hit the fucking cannons first.
Yeah, very true.
So, oh yeah, you remember me saying, and I've said this many times. You remember that hired soldier that was in DLD and GC and you remember those stats they were at? Remember how every single stat was high on it? Every single stat. I think that's endgame shit. I think that's what the goal of like endgame is. Just we don't know yet. I think that's endgame fucking stuff right there. I see that they put a lot of clothes on her. I wonder why. Can't wait to see what her skin looks like. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't know because he or she kind of looks a little underage. No, I'm joking. I can't tell if it's a
They're
girl.
copying that. They're copying that movie,
It's
Pacific
not
Rim.
underage. It's a
It
midget.
looks like the Pacific Rim,
Midget.
the part 2.
The dwarf.
Oh yeah, it does.
I think all these officers that are coming out in this category will all have some type of machine or robot with them.
Well, yeah, I mean it's machinist. That's the actual category.
What you're seeing is literally Pacific Rim, guys, part 2, where the little girl had a little robot. It was a small Titan robot, and she got in it, and the screen popped up just like that.
No, you're
Literally,
you're thinking of a different movie, not Pacific Rim.
I'm telling you, Pacific Rim 2. I
No,
just watched it last night. 100%.
maybe part 2, but there's different. There's a
Part
different.
2.
Man, it's scrappy.
There's a
It's part
different.
2, where she came out with a little robot. It was a miniature Titan, and it looked just like this, where she got in it like that.
It's scrapper.
Maybe
Yes, that was it. Scrapper. It's exactly what it was.
Scrapper,
You're
yeah.
correct. It was
Well, I
Scrapper.
guess we'll find out if I
Yes.
lose if I lose monetization over it, if it's been copied or not. Because that's a, I mean that's a big movie. You copy something like that, you know, it's like it's like putting a
It-
Disney shit like that. You're done. But
It's very close. I'll say that.
so with this being said, that what kind of fleet setup would you do at this point?
Well, you have to take into the equation disruptor too.
Yeah, but there's no disruptor to balance this one to counter this one yet.
Well, what I'm saying is, I mean, I hate to tell too much.
I know what you're saying, but
The troops. I'll tell you this: the troop with the most troops in it, fleet size, is very, very important. And now even more so with this added breakthrough. And I'll leave you the rest to figure out.
yeah, and on top of it, and then the actual.
Why are
skill.
you being so obscure?
What do you mean obscure?
Because I don't want to teach you how to beat me 100%.
Yeah, he wants the edge to beat everyone. You know, like it's like
I mean, there's a science to a fleet setup. There really is, and you have to understand every single breakthrough, and then how every single troop moves, and all little things. And it's even hectic for me. I'm not even a pro at it. But I take bits and pieces, and I learn from pros. But you
Now,
know,
hey, now I know why you're just the tip.
yes, just the hint.
just yeah, you get just the tip now, and then later you get the whole shaft in
There you
void.
go.
That's why he says.
But no, seriously, it's very important to pay attention what troop you're putting the most amount of size in. And this breakthrough just made that even more important, is how I would explain it to you.
Well, I think that this breakthrough is going to. Honestly, I think it's going to start changing builds around, guys.
Agree, 100%.
Because now you're going to have to go heavy if you're going to have to go heavy on other skills to counter that. Because I mean, these are big numbers, guys. This isn't like freaking Tifa freaking bombs. These are big. These are big numbers. The more troops we have, the more it's going to kill you. Hoo-hoo. And then the warplane fucking equipment, dude, it's all starting to add up to where bigger players are going to have a real hard time freaking staying alive at this point now.
I wonder, does this stack? Does it say if it's stacked, Woody?
It does not say anything about stacked.
Like with other players in group battles, I'm referring to it.
It doesn't say anything about if it's stacked or not. I know about it as much as you guys do. So, but I will say that I do like how the video shows how it focuses on. It shows you the top amount of troops.
Yeah, they
Does
had
it
to make-
continue? Does it continue to kill that one troop that it locks on first, even though the amount is lower than the rest? I can't tell.
It looks like
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
No.
If you watch through to the end when it kills the back row troop, I think it dies on the second blast, and then the third one still goes there.
Yeah. Well, no. So the first hit, or on the second hit, so first hit it goes three hits on the mid. Or that's not even. Yeah, it's mid. No,
Armored
that's
soldiers.
armored soldiers.
That's
Yeah.
our-
So that's front. and then on the second hit or the third hit, it jumps one to the front, and
So
then
it,
the last one jumps to the back.
so it is bouncing around. That makes it even more interesting.
Oh wait, no, no, no. You're right. You're right. It went three on the same troop even after it's died. That third one still hit there, so it's not gonna pick and choose. Once it's dead, it's gonna continue that same one.
So it finishes out killing that main troop it was focused on first before it goes to the
Correct.
next.
Correct. It looks like whatever it's focused on at that first hit, that's where all three hits are going.
Okay, well that's
Huh.
good information.
Well, I
It
mean,
hit the armored soldier first, and then it hit the bikes after because the bikes had more, and
yeah.
then it went to the back line. It's hitting whatever has the most troops.
Is that recalculating it each hit though? That's what I guess is
Well,
what I'm
we're,
trying to
we're
say.
talking about within those three hits.
Yeah,
Is it
but
recalculating in those three hits,
well,
like 1, 2, 3? Is it going to recalculate within those, or is it going to recalculate after the second time it goes?
no, just for the second time. If you notice, the last time it shoots twice to the back row, and then the troops are gone, and
Eh,
it still fires
yeah,
the third shot to something that is not there.
yeah, yeah. Right there, it hit it. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. So it's each time, each every 10 seconds, it recalculates where to get.
Recalculates, yeah,
Okay.
and he
Uh,
always sends the 3 shots to the same place.
Mid-range weekend, long-range weekend, and armor blessing, all troop block.
Oh, that was what I was surprised. I thought it was going to be like a disruptor or misfire, but I guess it's sticking with all troops.
You would think it would be a disruptor, but no, they're doing all troop block.
Disruptor's too powerful.
It is, dude. It is. I'm not gonna lie. You sit there with that fucking sign on it. I wonder how much it's gonna
Yeah, that
cost.
literally stops the ability of whatever troop you're using from there using their ability.
I wonder how much it's gonna cost to activate it. Is it gonna be that?
All breakthroughs. Talking about the breakthroughs
No, to activate it
or the
when
skin?
you first get it. Because remember, at first you have to activate it before you can level it up.
You talking about the skin?
No, this. Oh no, no, no! You just gotta have the 10 frags. I'm my bad, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's
Again,
why I
I
was confused.
again I just fucking got out of surgery, so give me a break.
I'm happy for you.
I'm
Full frag.
literally like, but I know you guys
That's funny.
I know you all wanted to see it tonight, so I'm like, I'm gonna just do it and get it over with.
Have you been saving gold fragment pieces, Woody?
Nope,
Oof.
nope.
Yeah. I knew it
The,
was coming, so I got like 51 of them, so I'm kind of ready for this guy a little bit.
that's cool. And
Nice.
I'm sure Lee guys probably got like probably like 400 of those.
Woody, like your last 3 or 4 lives, I've been telling everybody, watch out, new officer coming. I was
You
fucking dead right.
you guys are right. You guys are right. You have been saying it. You
And
have.
I bet you another one. I'm gonna tell everybody right here, right now. I bet you guys another one by Christmas. Guarantee.
God.
We're getting the officer.
Does anybody know how many officers that dropped this year so far? We were thinking it was 4. Is
I
that
think
correct?
it's either 3 or 4. I think it's 4.
You had Emily. Yeah, this is the
Selena?
4th one,
Okay, that's
Jeez.
what we were thinking.
which is crazy, right, Tip? You said he was only like 2 officers a year or
Yeah, it
1
only
officer
used to be like
a year?
2 a year. Now then it's already doubled. And if it comes out with 5, I mean, we're already beyond insane. We're going to ludicrous speed.
Yeah.
Bro, this officer BP will be 30 million. 30 million officer BP by Christmas.
Well, that's
Guarantee.
fake officer. That's fake officer VP. Keep that in mind.
Right. But still, I mean, that's insane to even think that a couple of years ago you wouldn't think it would reach that crazy.
Oh
Hitman
yeah, a couple
Hitman
years ago, if you were 18, it was huge.
Hitman 22 from Nation 700 says they're watering down the game with all these officers. It's ridiculous. And I mean, if you can't afford these officers, yeah, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh my God. Um, don't get hit. And
Invest in shields.
yeah, but I really think that like with all these new officers, the Dragon, and all these other things that's come out, like spam. um, if everyone in your alliance or the majority of the people in your alliance gets it, I really don't think those 800 million VP cities are safe. You know what I mean? I don't think they're safe anymore. If you got
I don't know.
I mean,
if you
I don't
can
know. What do you I mean? Cowboys smacked 70 people, and
right, but
he only had 200 million BC.
right, I understand that, but you also have to remember that the 717, although they had a lot of people, there's not a lot of people at that same strength, or even
Yeah.
at this matter. Like their average is probably like 16, 1700 flat. So, and I'm just giving throwing a number out there. Where Cowboys at like 2300. I mean I'm sure you guys all know this from 2000 to 2300. The the actual damage it kills that it does is so significant. Like it's huge. It's like night and fucking day. Oh, I'm not even in here yet. Oops. Oh yeah,
50 you go.
right on to the top. Who do we get new? We still have 722. Imagine that.
Yeah, they didn't switch up. I
No,
wish they would. We're 4 weeks out from them switching again.
5 I go.
I mean, I will agree. I think nations like 5, 6, 7 that they have a good amount of spenders. Those guys are getting more and more dangerous with group attacks
Right,
because they are spending and getting new things.
right.
Like Tip, what do you guys think you guys earn
Well, we just
right
burned
now?
we burned a 360 million city with 36 people,
Yeah.
and of those 36, only I would say only 5 or 6 of our top 10 were in the battle.
Let me ask you, were those five or
Jesus
six
Christ!
people? Let me ask you, with those 5 or 6 people, are they? How many people were over 2,000 flat? Mid range, long range.
All of them,
Okay, so
all of them, all 5.
now imagine 80 people of you. That's 2,000. We'll just say 1,800 average, right? Um, or above. Uh, imagine. Hold on, I gotta delete this so it doesn't mess my monetization up, guys. Please don't post Disney pictures and shit like that on there. That's a huge copyright that I can't fight. But if you get 1,800 average in there, let's say you get 80 people and there's like good 20 of them over 2,000. Uh, dude, I don't think that 800 million without now if they got rain, yeah, I get it. But if they don't got no rain, they get caught with their pants down. I think that's burning.
Well, I will tell you that the reason why we won was one reason and one reason only, and it wasn't stats per se. It was golems.
Well, yeah, the
The
goal.
golems kept the guy had probably 6 times the front line that we took, and our golems were close to 600,000 every time they rehealed, and there was nothing he could do. He couldn't kill the golems fast enough. He would sit there and just focus on the golems the whole time, and he had 6 reinforcements, and we still won.
Right,
Yeah,
dude.
that warplane up, that's huge.
Yeah,
I think we could kill probably 300 and I mean with 50 people, I think we could easily get about 425, maybe 450 and win on the first hit, which is pretty insane to be honest.
right. That is insane. That is insane. Like, the warplane equipment is so fucking OP. I don't think people actually realize how OP this really is. Like the skills, like you say, in the golems itself, freaking OP. And if everyone levels up the golems, like it's literally a second front line that consistently uh, is put back in there.
I mean, every person who out of the 50 that does one level just raised it what? 65,000 golems?
Yeah.
Put that in perspective.
Wow.
So let me make it clear for people that are typing stuff, guys. Listen, if it's something a meme that has to do like with a movie producer, like DreamsWorks, Disney, Eminem, stuff like that, that's monetized on YouTube. If you post pictures like that in here, it takes everything that we have going on here and gives it to them because it's a copyright. So let's try to stay away from that, please. Pornhub as well. Come on, Chaos Queen. Stop. Stop. Stop.
No.
Oh man. So who's gonna go? Who's gonna go hard on this? When I say hard, I'm not talking Pornhub hard.
Not me.
Not you. Not you.
When we say hard, what do you
No.
mean hard? How hard?
If you're asked,
Like
Woody, if you're asked to go hard on when those, we all know those first specials that come out on
So
New
you guys are all going to be soft dick about it.
Absolutely.
So
ouch.
okay, so guys, when these drop, like for the elite recruits, have you guys not noticed in the past that you might spend 1,000 of your elite recruits and you get maybe 2 or 3 of the frags, but then 2 weeks later you go do the exact same thing and you get like fucking 20, 30 of them.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
my
100%.
suggestion, and just a suggestion, wait a week or two, or unless you've got a lot and you don't give a fuck, wait a week or two. Wait till it gets back into the weekly special or daily special, and then go ham.
I agree with
daily
that.
special. Daily special.
I think that it
Get
I
your
mean,
might.
they're
gold
gonna
in.
come out with a wheel. They're gonna come out with a wheel again where you can spin it. It's been about $500, I think. And then they're gonna come out with limited packs. I mean, I don't think everybody should buy those $100 ones. They're a waste of money.
Yeah, it's. I'm not going to. I know I did it with the other ones, but I'm not going to. No.
Yeah, I'm
mainly,
not.
mainly, it says Mental's gonna go ham. Yeah, Mental is gonna go ham.
No,
He's
and
gonna go
Mental's
ham.
probably got enough to go 5-6 star already. I mean, that's a different deal.
You know what? I didn't think about that. He probably does. He probably has
Mm-hmm.
enough of those officer things that he can.
Anybody who goes hard in that one wheel event, what is that, the Titan wheel event or whatever it is,
Yeah, the Titan wheel.
has tons of.
And he
Yeah, they
went.
have tons and tons
Yeah,
and tons of
he
them.
went hard on it too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He went so hard where he was able to max out the dragon the first day. Uh, he didn't get the very last
I
one.
bet you he has over 1,000. I bet you he has over 1,000 of those tracks, Woody.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, right?
That's sick.
Case Quinn, you could talk. I mean, don't get me wrong. Just like you know what I'm talking about. Or else I'll have to do something like this and just not show the chat at all. That's gay. Like happy. I gotta put like happy. And I'm sure they're probably gonna add it into this buying star as well. And they're probably gonna add it into here too.
Mike, what has your defense done best to keep the Cardinals' offense out of rhythm?
Holy cow. Okay, Shala. Your wife is yelling at you. Holy cow. You heard that, right?
Huh.
Someone is
Hold on. Everybody be quiet so we can listen.
No, we're not gonna air people's personal lives shit. No, fuck that. Now, if someone's going to go order some food at McDonald's, oh hell yeah, if they got that stuff on speaker.
Funny thing is, I every think I man in heard her here say knows he that left the sound of speed that
up
voice.
again.
Wait, what was that? There was 3 people talking at once.
I said every man in here knows the sound of that voice.
That's true.
I said it sounded like he left the seat up again.
Yep.
Twice.
He left the seat up. The dog shit in the front, or he didn't clean the cat litter. Garbage hasn't been taken out. One of those. One of the
Honey, I
man.
left the seat up.
He didn't do enough after doing everything.
Honey, I left the seat up. It's white trash bidet.
Dude,
Didn't Polar just end?
Yeah, and it's starting again.
Yeah.
You get a 10-day break in between. You ought to know that by now.
Well, hey, you know what? You're welcome because Camel can't give us merges. You're welcome. We just get a bunch of the events.
So I did.
That's crazy.
The
We
M
need
word.
merges. But
Not talk about it because there's no point. I hate to say that, but there's no point. Just develop what you have. That's all I can tell you.
I will say one thing. Okay?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'll say one thing about what's going on, and I'll end it right there. I'm in a little bit of trouble with that petition, but it did shake the developers' cage a little bit, so they're very aware now. And I do got a response of why mergers has completely stopped, and it's something that I've already said in past lives. We have 500 nations, guys. That's it. 500 nations right now, and if they continue to merge fast, like how they were in the past, you're only going to have 200 nations. You do the math. We are running out of nations to merge, so they have to literally wait until there's more nations to be putting merges out there. It's something that I've already
Let's
said.
slam 200 nations with activity
Well, here's the problem. What's the biggest complaint? Oh, we're
I
fighting the
think they
same.
need
instead
to
of how
control
these
the
nations that are dead.
population overall.
Well, the things is the biggest complaint that you hear now is that we're fighting the same people over and over and over again. We need to merge so we can get bigger. We can go fight other people, fresh meat and stuff like that. Well, the issue is like, guys, you killed your own nation. I'm not saying not to kill the farmers, even though Tip says all lives matter or farmers' lives matter. Um, if they drop a bubble, yeah,
That was farmersonly.com.
farmersonly.com. Uh, if they drop bubbles, yes, but like if they're a regular free to play player, let them grow because eventually 3-4 years from now, they're going to be at 37, 38, and that'll probably be right where you need to be.
Yeah, it just sucks if you ain't got a well. By my calculations, we had 84 active in our nation, GC.
How old is
I
your
mean,
nation?
14 months now.
That's nothing.
Wait,
And what
yeah,
I
which
mean by
nation are
that
you
is let me
talking
put
about?
this
You
to
got
bed.
like a bunch of numbers.
Well, bear with me. If you're going to find all of a sudden that somebody that plays that was an average player, that usually takes 6 to 9 months before they even realize that they want to become a whale, and they will come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, D. Hi, D.
I mean, I didn't start. When did you start going hard, Woody, in the game?
Oh,
How
in the
far into
game.
it were you before you really started playing?
So I was I was in Nation 52. It took me a while to actually go hard because I was following Ram around. So I mean I went a little bit hard there to get to where I was at, and I was doing the whole showing everyone who Ram was, so on and so forth. Which actually I think that actually lit the fire underneath all these whales in the game is the Ram stuff. Like he was at that point in time he was the strongest in the game. And well, people, how people are. You're like, hold my beer, watch this kind of shit, you know. But
I was over a year. I was about 13 months before I started realizing that I wanted to actually play hard.
when I went to 736, I played real hard. I'll admit that. I went real hard spending, and I'm slowing down a little bit.
No,
Well, you
no.
kind of had no choice. You had the top account.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a curse and a
The
blessing at the same
responsibility take
time.
That's facts.
over.
Yeah,
When you
none of
take
us could
over a
tell.
top account like that, people don't understand. Yeah, people don't understand what it actually costs to maintain it, even if you get it, you know.
Oh, dude. So I had a C-34 in my nation say, "Hey, Woody, if you ever quit, let me get your city." And I said, "You're a 34 right now. So what you spent on your 34 right now is what I got to spend per month to maintain it. Like it's not just if you got a city like this, and we all know it's not just send and that's it. No, you're gonna send, you're gonna walk it because now, what happens when you lose troops? How are you gonna heal them? Those heals, oh my God! If you hit someone and you lose that battle, it's an instant 40-day heal, instant. And
He even talked about the speeds of the gold you need to even send those troops to hit.
correct, yeah. What during frenzy, I had 450,000 gold, and I was down to 20. That was
Damn.
Yeah, down to 20. And I didn't even get Tyrant. I got third place. Yeah.
Okay.
K got second, and Turu got actually first.
Oh, wow.
Out of all people, are one of our 41s that don't really get first place got first place. Actually, I don't think
I
K got
don't really
second.
think people understand the numbers when you say it takes a lot to maintain a city like this.
A lot.
Just to maintain it. I would say, like, if you're not willing to spend 2,000 a month just to maintain a C40, don't do it. Don't get a C40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. Agree
No,
100%. You're
and
hurting the
that's
nation by doing that, actually.
yeah. Well, and that was that conversation we were having about when whales quit and like who takes over those accounts and a spender versus a non-spender. Like I've had somebody say, oh, like Havoc was at some point was like, well, I'm gonna leave. Do you just want my account? And I was like, I can't. I said that would do injustice. That would be the most ghetto fucking C41 in in Globe 10 because like I couldn't. You can't. There's no way. Like I couldn't keep up with that. And so that was what we were talking about a while ago, and it's just like what you guys do, and that's why I usually get mad at a lot of nations where especially if you have a good whale and which is they're good diplomats and they're great leaders and whatnot and they're active. It's like when they're fucking pushing against all the shit they're trying to do to get their nation in line. It pisses me off because like you guys have no idea what these guys do time wise and money wise.
Right.
And so, it's just,
Well,
yeah.
let's talk about. Hold on. Let's talk about what makes these whales leave. Okay, and I'll tell you straight up. So when these other nations, these newer nations throughout the game, look, if you are depending on that whale every single time to spend whatever it's going to take to win, that's only going to last for so long before he goes to a different nation or quits the game altogether, guys. So, with that being said, if he's doing what he can to win, you better light that fire underneath your ass. Like, you better not be lazy because that city just might sit there alone a year from now because you all just sat back and just, oh, look at this guy. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. What about you? You know? Um, don't do that. That's the easiest way to make your whale leave is just sitting back and make and
Yeah.
basically demanding him to fucking spend money.
Yeah.
Or or
Yeah.
or or another good thing is you'll see in GC chat, um, you, when you get a GC chat and you got a whale that's in there, right? Well, I can't wait to see Holbrook fight you. Why are you why are you throwing your whale underneath the bus? Do you think whale wants to fight another whale? Hell no. We don't want to fight him. we know the
Yeah.
cost of having to heal and all that shit. We don't want to fight them. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some, like Liga and Ronaldo, they want to fight each other. But I don't want to fight Holbrook. Fuck, I know what that cost is. That's fucking insane. I want to catch. I want to catch someone like Chaos Queen. No offense, Chaos Queen.
Hey, yeah, you ain't getting many points. I
Right.
fucking
I'm just.
never have more than like 2 points.
I'm just saying. I don't want to
I get
fight
what you're
another
saying.
whale.
Yeah, no, it's going to cost you, and it sets you back on an event, man. Like then you got to re up, and it's rough. Like I know, uh, Top Boy is another person. He's in here right now, and he plays a C41. He usually runs a C41, so he sees it too. I mean, he's kind of. I mean, look, I can't speak for him, but I mean, and he can speak for himself, but I don't think he's not a spender. Like he doesn't have a C41, but he's a good player. And so he runs a C41. And so he sees that on a daily, what needs to be done to do that. And so I think it's a great insight for some players. I was lucky enough to be able to play in a big city like that, but it also fucking humbles me and puts me in my place to where, it kind of helps me with, when I'm playing on a team in a nation and I want to help see my, my whale's vision or whatever you want to fucking say it. Like, following Holbrook, what he wants, because, he's somebody that you should respect. He's a great person. Like if you're going to follow anybody, like you should be lucky to have that. And so it's an insight, and it's sad. I wish more players could see that aspect of it because maybe they would kind of, especially some of the farmers, shut the fuck up.
So Hitman 22 from Nation 700 just made a very valid point that actually made me think about something. He says, with all this new stuff, how are we supposed to level up when 44 drops? I am trying to sit out strictly to spend on uranium. is it possible? So that kind of opened up my maybe start thinking outside the box. What if Camel's dropping all this stuff? Uh, so yeah, you're spending on that, and you can't afford to just go right to 44. You know what I mean?
Just
Because
separates the whales from everybody else even more.
well, I mean the mega whales, yeah. Like I'm a fucking minnow, and I'm pretty strong, and I'm still a fucking minnow.
I mean, it just makes the Ronaldos, Lead Gods, Holbrooks, Ducky, all those guys. I mean, because it's not going to stop them.
No, no. Well, I mean, like Lee guys said before, like he had a certain limit he was gonna spend, and that was it. Like he didn't feel it was necessary to go straight to that dragon with the gold dragon. Like Mental's gonna do what Mental does. So and honestly, I'm kind of happy he is. Because he's able to show stuff so everyone else in here can see, but on the other end, it hurts because it seems that as soon as something gets fucking maxed out by certain players, something else drops. So it's kind of hurting it as well. But I
Do
can't
we sign
blame.
a petition for them to slow down?
No, no,
Oh,
no. But I mean,
I meant for no the people who are matching it.
but on the other end, I mean, you got that player in your alliance, and you're just like, sweet, sweet, that's cool. But I think about like, well, when am I going to be able to get something like that? Never, never.
Well, look at the warplane. They made the warplane. I mean, how much does that thing cost to fully max it?
I'm thinking the same amount as the Titan would, about
So
200,
it's
about 250,000.
yeah.
I'm thinking.
So they made that like kind of an unattainable goal. Like I mean, it like immediately. So they're doing the same shit with all these other things, but they are trying to distract people until 44 comes. But it's really for the mega whales. They're giving them pieces of candy. Like here, go after this.
Right.
And for the rest of us, it's like you can get little bits of it, but we're not getting that shit.
Yeah, we're not.
But I mean, let's be honest. I know everything's getting bigger and bigger and whatnot, but like it's always been like that. Like I've always been, I in this game, my city has always been exponentially less than the whales in my nation. Does that make me a bad player? No. Like, you know, if I wanted to go hard, which I can't afford, I could rank easily because I have fucking issues and I won't sleep during events. But but you know what I mean? Like I can't do that. So I have to find other ways, and that's supporting my team and supporting my whale. And so I think honestly it all comes down to, because you got a bunch of people are all upset, like motherfucker, this game has not, I mean, it's getting a lot more stuff to it, but it hasn't changed that much. Everything's always been out of reach for most players, for the majority of players. So, I mean, all you can do is be grateful that you have fucking strong accounts in your nation and people willing to do that, and then you support them in the best possible way.
It's either you have it's either you have that whale and probably less activity, or you don't have a whale and you got a lot of activity. That's what I've seen throughout this game.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
you're correct. But the only thing is the difference from now than the past years is even all the whales are now like camel. This is a little too fast.
You're not
The
wrong.
whales never ever complained the past 7 years like how they have in year 7 of the game.
You're not wrong. They have been
Yeah,
complaining.
yeah.
I've noticed that. Like I'm complaining as well. Like, come on, this is a little bit too much as we speak.
Yeah, but when have we all not complained?
I mean, we are all from day one at the game dropped. There has been nothing but complaints. Um, let's be real. And when Camel gets those complaints, they're just like, well, I mean, we kind of expected this. It's when those like those hired soldiers or whatever you want to call it came out when the all three games across their platform. You know, War and Order, this one, and then whatever Infinity Galaxy came out, they did the same thing at the same exact time. When all 3 games are complaining like that, I think that's when they had to step in and do something.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. It's just always been like that. Hey, and I'm waiting for fucking Relly to come in and start complaining about the mergers again. But then you know what I'm gonna say, bitch? You are undefeated in fucking Void. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Well, another thing
And I
about
and I, and I love
another
I love
thing
you,
about
Relly.
another thing about that, that's only gonna last for so long. The more you win, you will be set up against someone that's more equal to you until you can't win no more. That's part of the game, like 100% part of the game.
Relly, don't let that happen.
Hey Woody, so does anybody kind of have an idea when they think the next 3 levels will come out? I mean, the anniversary ends, bro. I mean, any time. It could be any day now, or
What was the question? I apologize.
when do you think for whatever the fucking city level they're going, 45, 44? Or does anybody have a guess when they think it's coming out?
So if we had a guess by what the algorithm of the other game and the way this game has been going for since it started, we're probably going to assume around October, November-ish.
Jesus.
That is
Okay.
assuming. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come. Like remember when Lumberg did his thing and he said, "Oh, it should drop next month," and then it dropped 3 months later. So it's. I don't want to say it
If
is,
you
and then
com-
it doesn't, because then you guys are like, "Well, Woody said this," and well, that's what I'm saying. We're assuming.
if you compare it with the other game, maybe, but if you compare it with this one, if you look at when they launched C41, it was exactly the same pattern. Officer, then actually it was something else, then officer, then new city level. And the officer dropped around the anniversary, the new city level dropped around Halloween or
Yeah,
close to it.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Wow.
You're not
I'm
wrong.
guessing. I'm guessing that's when we got Eric. So I'm guessing we got this new officer now. More or less around Halloween, we should get C44. That's my guess.
Cannibal.
Okay. Thank.
I think you're right on that.
Sounds good.
I think you're right on that.
I was just hoping they were going to go backwards.
What? Go back down to freaking
Same.
38?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Doubt that. Doubt that.
So do you remember? So, and I wasn't a part of this because I'm not as an older nation player as a lot of you guys, but I do remember being in an older nation and them always, like just looking at like there was a time when there was no warplane, right?
Yeah.
And then they brought the warplane out, right? And that was actually in the nations I started in is when that was a new thing and it was like relatively early in the nation I was in. And so I just remember like playing in, the 200s and seeing their warplanes compared to some of the warplanes in my original nation. And I was just like, and they're so bitter and so pissed. And it's just like kind of rinse and repeat, it feels like. And it's just always going to be like that because they want you to, I mean, they love that these fucking older nation people are starting in new nations and spending all over again. Like it's, if you look at, I don't know, if you look at the spending and stuff like that, like, I mean, to me, if I was trying to sell stuff, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, that is a way to get people to I don't know. I think that they should. It's fucking merge talk again. Papa 11 says, "Am I tripping or are you
I mean,
lagging? Am I lagging?"
no, you're fine. But Woody, I do appreciate the answer that you did get from them. I'm not going to argue with Camo on that response. I think that's a valid response. And I just think some people need to accept they might not ever get a merge again, especially in the old nations. It's just, it is what it is. It's either suck it up or quit the game. And the other nations that are waiting for their merges, guess what? You're just going to have to fucking wait. So I think everyone should stop complaining about mergers. Woody just got the response. That was their answer. Now either make the decision on wait or quit the fucking game. Is pretty much my opinion.
Or log in on Sunday nights on Monsters and Mantras and learn about nation building. And if you're a big strong spender, come to 785. Sorry, that was my plug.
That was her sales catch, everyone.
We had to wait through the whole entire sales pitch just to get that come to 785. I would say come to 736, but there's no cities in my nation that are actually available. So it's like I can't even advertise it because we don't got anything available. And,
Neither do we. Hey, Woody, I can get you a C-34 though.
no. Yeah,
I
I try.
know.
So I okay. So if you remember, I tried. I jumped into a C-36 for Global Conquest Finals with 732, and I forgot I was in a C-36, and I was playing like I was a C-41. Nope, nope, can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's funny when that happens. But yeah, no, don't worry. I'm still hitting Vegas every day and sending him messages of think I'm like on reason number 482 why he should either sell or give his farms to us.
I feel that if he's still okay, so if he's still logging into those cities to bubble, okay, and that's what you guys are saying he's doing, and I personally seen it that he was doing that because we were gonna hit him. Uh, he's gonna come back. When I don't know. It's when he doesn't bubble up for frenzy or a void. That's when you need to worry that he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and he did one time, but it was funny because it was the weekend before he bubbled up, the non-KE weekend.
Right.
And we were all like, fuck. He got his weekends off. And so sure enough, and I think it was it 744? Who's the one that's got the Saki picture in Barbados?
Oh,
Anyways,
Barbarians.
they fucking hit him.
744.
Something. I don't know. I think yeah, 744. Anyways, they hit him and he became frenzy master. So I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, are you gonna drop that gift in nation chat?"
I'm looking at the YouTube chat right now. Oh boy.
What?
But yeah, other than Woody, I just wanted to thank you in front of everybody. I know you said you got a little bit in trouble, but I really appreciate what you do for all of us, the community, and you took a risk. And I'm just want to really say thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's no problem. That's no problem. We
Yeah,
actually,
no, I prefer.
I have in my YouTube chat. I have someone from my actual work in here.
I second that.
Yeah, that's 744 Barbotus, and you're talking about engineer.
Yeah. They were great. That was a fun frenzy with them. We weren't really focusing on cross nation events, and we still aren't.
Right.
We still aren't really. That's not our focus. But it was kind of when I finally decided 785 was going to be my home, and then we had a bunch of other people that came, and so it was fun, and then it was even funner because that's when Vegas was still in our alliance. And it was so funny. As soon as we saw him bubble the wrong weekend, we're like, oh fuck. Like, something's off. And then but as soon as that all happened, he bubbled after that. So again,
Well,
we're all just fucking waiting. And I just love that everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. And it's like I almost got to a point where I was like, can I just start making shit up and telling everybody all these different answers and see how many answers I can come up with? Because it's just like we don't know. So like, how are we going to be able to tell anybody?
well, people don't understand that you don't know, so they're just going to assume. But yeah, you guys are able to hear. You guys are able to freaking still play and play very well without him. So I mean, I would just assume that he's gone for now. And when he comes back, be like, oh hell yeah. But I would definitely, when he does come back, be talking to him about, hey, letting someone else have control of it in case he decides to go on vacation again.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know the history of it. I don't know. There was somebody that used to run it, and I don't know if they like, ruined the trust or whatever. I have no idea. But I mean, I've messaged him like so many times. Like, I don't think he's trying to talk to me. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Maybe C-44 is what brings him back. Maybe because honestly, like I think we were all thinking maybe a merge or whatever. But it's just we're just all waiting, and until then, we're just going to focus on what we're focusing on and fucking kick ass.
Well, hopefully he comes back. But just know when he does come back, he's very, 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 very far behind. He's very far behind. I'm sure you know what I mean by that.
Guarantee you it wouldn't take him long to catch back up, though.
No,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna.
No,
I'll give him advice. I'll give him advice. I'm like, you
For
should
that
just
guy?
focus on one city and give me your farms.
It's crazy what we see Mental do, but like Vegas will do that on like 4 cities.
Well, I mean, you also got look at 1111.
Straight up.
You got that guy that's freaking going crazy on 3 cities too.
Yeah, he had a nice contract.
He's a good guy.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing. I don't know. I don't know. You could talk about like this could be something on Sunday we could talk about. Like, I'm always big about having bubble buddies, and you should always have somebody you trust. Like I say this right now. I really never want to drive another Whale City again, ever again. Like I'm fucking done. But it's always good to have backup and somebody that can step in for you when you need it. But I mean, it's just with those accounts, like that's just I don't know. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to. It's not only a lot of money for you to spend for somebody else to play, but it is a lot of stress for somebody to play in a city that costs that much that can't afford it. Right. So if you ever have somebody play for you, you got to think about the kind of pressure you put. Like sometimes I would fuck up so bad in Havoc City, I would literally log off every time he logged in because I was hiding from him.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And so I'd be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's stressful. It's not always fun. It's not like, oh fuck it, I don't care about how much money you spend. I don't care about like that's not my city. Like I don't know, like I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a professional on it. I just was the one person that he trusted.
well, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it, but I understand what you're coming from.
Woody,
Yeah.
just before I go to bed, I have a question.
What's that?
The Machinist, the new one that's just come out.
Yeah.
Did you find out if is to help long range or mid range, or is it for everything?
It's probably going to help both. So the breakthrough skill is going to go after the amount of troops, the most amount of troops. So if you have like mid rangers, their most amount of troops are in the mid range, and long rangers, it's going to affect them the long range troops too. So whatever has the most amount is what it's going to hit. So it's going to literally affect everyone.
Wow. So it's going to be a game changer for everybody then, yes?
Yeah, you're going to have to balance out your formation is what it's going to come down to. Like you're not going to be able to have like how you'd have like those the meat shields in the back. You're going to have to like put like either the same number in the back or mid range, and just like 50-50 chance that it's going to hit your if you say your mid range, your gunners or your rockets.
Could have a big knock-on. This could have a knock-on effect for all your formations then, really.
Yeah, definitely going to.
Oh, that's great.
That's why they're doing Arena. Arena is really to get you to adjust your formations. It's honestly in
Yeah.
prep for these type things.
So if
Yeah.
you're not set up for mid range at all, and you're just melee and long range, now you better start building your mid range, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow. Yes. Ouch.
So if you remember,
Well,
I think it was 5, 6. I think it was just the Tips Nation when it went up against Vegas. It might not be 5, 6, 7. It might have been a different nation. So Vegas's farms, it was there in Frenzy.
It
They
was
were
us.
okay. So they were his farms were set up of just like what 3 troops, right? Um, the shredders or the tanks and the zombies and the cannons. And when he got hit by a team attack, it really severely hurt him because he didn't have all the other troops at that point that would take the licking.
Yeah.
So like for instance, now I got what almost 7 million front, 10.3 in the back, 2.5 in the middle. Like I want to move my middle up to about like 4, and then
Let's remember that
Plus, he's missing
he
so
didn't
much
have
stuff now,
that much
Woody.
accident. Yeah.
it was. All right, so Brandon Brenner from YouTube chat says Woody Nation 1311 is experiencing chaos. Top alliance is split, and the whale joined alliance number 2. Now, number 2 alliance seems like they might be strongest, even if the BP doesn't say they have a C-35. I mean, the whale is going to do what they're going to do. You got to ask yourself, why did the whale go to the second alliance? What did everyone else do in the first alliance to make him go there? Because he's not going to just do it just because.
everybody should just go there.
Well, maybe the second alliance, even though it's less less bigger cities, maybe it's more active. Maybe he got sick and tired of being the only person sending, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to go."
Yeah, we would. I would need more info on that. Like,
Unless
there's
he's a
just too
total
many.
dick.
There's too many assumptions that we can make. Like,
We had that happen in our nation where our whale, and I'm right next to her, and we were in the top alliance, and we were trying to bring the nation forward and kill farms off and lock people into bubbling and things like this. Still a young nation, and we were getting so much kickback going. No, this is just a game. We're just friends, and don't be so serious. And we ended up dropping out of first alliance, went into second alliance. Second alliance ended up being the most powerful alliance because that's where our whale went.
Right.
And we stayed there for a couple months, and then we all made friends again. Now we went back to the original alliance, and that's now everybody's got the same game plan now that our whale, which is purple, is setting the tone for.
That's perfect. Perfect.
I mean, or he went there to give people a taste of blood. Like
no, we left because they just would not listen to reason. It was ridiculous, and we just had to leave it. And then we killed them, and then we made friends again and went back.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, is the activity there? Are you able to send it quite a bit?
Yeah. No, the nation actually, everybody gets along now. We got rid of mostly got rid of all the troublemakers and the naysayers, and the nation's actually really on a good path. The number one alliance really is the number one alliance. All our power is there. Our number two alliance are people that go back and forth between 1 and 2. If they screwed up, they get put in number 2. Number 3 alliance is what we call prison, and that's the people truly on their last chance. Right now, we're knocking down, we're shutting down all our farms and everything else, hoping to get a merge, trying to show Camel that we lost a bunch of players.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to work or not, but that's what we're doing right now. We've just shut down all farming, all farm alliances, and number one alliance is we're really on the same page. The nation is on the same page. We've got one naysayer who's an outlier, not in any alliance, and he was a troublemaker back then, but he doesn't affect anything anymore.
Right.
So the nation is really in the right direction. But we're finally really behind our whale, which is good because she's great.
So when she attacks, you guys like when she speeds around, you guys all speed around with her, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
'cause
and we definitely coordinate our attacks, and we're gonna hit a big nation or whatever, and it's like wait for purple to show up, wait for me to show up, wait for our other top two guys to show up, and do not hit this thing until the four of us are there. You know,
you're not wrong.
and the nation's been good about it, going we can't hit it. Where's purple? Where's snipe? Where's evil Morty? Where's and and a couple other of the top guys. So the nation's been working pretty well. I'm happy with it. Knock on wood.
Well, I mean, you guys are in the right direction. That's what learning your nation and getting things together is all about. Like, if you don't get,
Yeah, I think we got lucky.
yeah,
I think we got lucky because in the beginning it was a lot of drama, man. I mean, it was just so much drama, but then it finally all just fell in place.
yeah, absolutely. Gloria Mitchell says, "Shout out to the female whale." Shout
Yeah,
out.
purple's awesome. Purple is awesome.
I can't stress like if you guys are in the beginning of your nation and you got that one guy or the one girl that is causing drama between like alliances, that guy or girl needs to get burned and get out of your nation. Like it's
Yeah,
One
it's
1,000%.
because
yeah,
just
it's a
because they're
guy, and
just because he's not talking in nation chat, I promise you he's talking PM, and he is trying to get people pissed off at other people.
Yeah, but
well,
but
actually, that's all I
going
can
back to
talk
that
is in
though.
nation chat.
Yeah, but okay, so Snipe, that person, like, even if he's doing like, so that's the problem with people who are so like fucking dedicated, like so dedicated to just fucking ruining shit, and it just drives me crazy because like, go somewhere else. Like, we want to play the
Yeah,
game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
hey, in the grand scheme of things, I can out fucking troll and fucking irritate everybody if I really wanted to. But it's not why I'm here, and I want to
Yeah, what's the point?
play the game, right? And
Yeah,
so,
what's
but
the point?
those people, I know, but those people, Snipe, are the ones. Shit. Sorry, hold on.
Those are the guys that want the attention. So if you give them the attention, they're going to continue to do it. When you just don't even respond back to them, they move on until there's no one else to respond to, and then they go to a different nation and try.
I actually put that in our alliance chat like a week or so ago. That do not respond to this guy. Do not give him any attention. And the team's been phenomenal about it. Nobody gives him any attention anymore because he can't be he's strictly on nation chat. He can't be in alliance chat because he's not in an alliance.
Right.
We've killed every alliance he tried to build. So he's strictly a nation chat, but we've really got the team now that don't even, no matter how hard he trolls.
So take it further and make them block make everybody block him, because
That's a
some
good
people
idea.
can't help themselves. Oh, I've probably got like 75 fucking people blocked on every account that I have.
Is that it? Is that it?
I know it might be more. Hey, and then when I drink too much Tito's, I like go through the nations that I really fucking hate, and I'm like, let me unblock some bitches. No, but that's actually, I was on a podcast and we were talking about leadership and like like, what do you do when somebody's like kind of like ruining the community and whatnot? And my biggest thing is the one thing that I wish people would do more is block them, because
That's
nobody's
smart.
perfect. We're human, right? So when you see something, if it triggers you, right, you're gonna respond. Like, to me, I'm always gonna respond because I have something fucking smart to say. And so
You're a female.
like, and I
And when
well
the Tito's or the rum, get a little
well I'm
heavier, yeah,
also
you want to respond heavier. I know this.
I mean, no, I'm very fucking sarcastic. I don't even read their responses. I don't give a fuck what they're saying. I'm one of those people that, like, like, if I can, I will trigger you. Like, that's just my kind
Okay,
of, right. And
screw your nation. You got to come to 1105.
No, their
I
nation's
mean,
strong.
hey, you know what? Anyways, yeah, but no, but
Come to
that was one thing
1105.
I
We need
said.
you.
No, but what I was saying is that I wish people would just like, if in my nation, if that was going on, I would want my people just block them, right? We ran into this in Globe 10. We had a troll. I actually got doxxed, but we had a
God.
troll in GC, and I mean, just ruined the whole thing. Like GC was so fun. The global chat was so fun. We would joke together. Like we even did like
Yeah.
a weatherman thing one year.
You're
And
spending you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're coming here for fun. You
yeah, you're
know,
kind of yeah.
I'm not paying to be getting in a grumpy mood. I can go to work for that. You know, I'll get
Yeah,
a
so
Facts.
that shit. You know,
You can stay at
so at the,
home. You can stay at home
yeah.
and get that.
yeah, I know. So at the end of the day, it's like, those people that, there's a difference between shit talking and it being fun, right? And lighthearted. And there's a difference between like people ruining the vibe just because
Yeah.
they can. And there's people that are just toxic and are so gung ho and so petty about, their lack of control or their lack of power or their need for attention, that they're going to do whatever it takes to do that. So, and the only thing I wish, like the only thing I could ever think of is everybody block them. Like it's even
What I've
funnier
seen,
when you see them respond.
what I've seen is, and you guys can tell me if you've seen the same thing, is that these are guys that in the very beginning of the game were leaders of their alliance and they had some power before really pay to play really came into effect.
Until 34 or
Yeah,
C30.
yeah, even maybe, yeah, yeah, C30, yeah, and now they've lost all their power because they can't keep up, and they're mad, and they still want to be the all mighty leader, and no, they're not fun, and they are toxic, and everything that we're doing, listen to guys like you, and trying to see the right direction for our nation, to see what older nations did and follow it. Don't remake the wheel. And you bring that to the nation and go, hey, this is what we should be doing. And it's these guys that are going, no, no, no.
Wait, Snipe. What nation are you in? You're not in 300?
No, I'm at 1105.
Oh, well then leave.
The leave.
Come to 785.
Oh man.
Just
Oh,
remember, as much as,
People,
as
I love
we
my
love
people.
this,
My people are good.
as much as the people that enjoy the game, there's the same on the opposite side of people that love making the game chaos.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
I mean that's why they play the game, is to make it chaos, not for organization and winning, and it's completely the opposite.
Yeah, just a troll. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so it's like the trolls, like you said before. In the beginning of your nation, they get to the top, like we'll just say 25, city 25, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
people start passing them, and like I said, they do get upset. They get mad because they know they can't keep up to you, and they're no longer listening to you because well now you're literally just a farmer, and you got burnt. Like I've always said, if you have to burn someone, block them. Don't even wait for their post and this. Just block them. You never got to worry
Well,
about
that's
anything.
great advice.
If
Yeah,
someone's
I will share
causing
that with
yeah,
the people. Yeah.
if someone's causing trouble in your nation, talk to the R5s and burn them. Get them out of your nation.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
so Woody, I saw that Big Bird just got back on, and a little bit of a late response to one of his comments earlier about wanting some 896 923 content. I was wondering, with our void coming up, if you wanted to take a look at our nations. It's been a while
It said
since we've
896.
had 896 and 923.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look.
Oh, yay. Let's do it.
All right.
Can anyone catch me up on this new office? Just
No.
really quick, I'm sorry I joined late. And also, hi, Woody.
Hello. Okay, before we do, we'll go do the officer real quick, and then we'll go jump into that. So
Yeah, that's fine.
because
That's
Spend money,
sorry I
make it
joined so late.
stronger.
I was looking
there are
at other
late there are
stuff.
late joiners. So this officer is actually going to be probably one of the most OP officers that you have, at least the breakthrough itself, because this breakthrough, it launches 3 missiles at enemy with the highest number. So if you're a mid ranger, your mid range troops are now going to be targeted. If you're long range, your long range troops are going to be targeted every 10 seconds, and they shoot super fucking fast. Like when that arm pops up and starts attacking, boom, 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 right? And it's a big amount of troops that get lost. It's not like 500. No, we're seeing like 10,000, 20,000. So yeah,
Wow.
it's
Per
big.
hit or per 10 seconds?
Per hit.
Holy, 3 times every 10.
Correct. So
What?
you're really
Watch
gonna
keep stay on there for 1 second. What I want to see what the hits are.
just watch where it hits. Start off at 19.
13. Holy cow,
Wow.
that is big.
And
19 down to 4.
Yeah, and the more troops you have, the more it does. So
Wow.
so how do you stop that? So now you got to start fucking with troop formation. You can't have a bigger amount of back or mid range. You got to kind of even it out, or else if you don't, it's going to be targeted. And those hits, they're critical.
Like 055 or 550 or 505 or something.
Yeah. Now I don't know how this is going to react with a team attack yet. So we're just assuming this is a solo. So how it's going to do that is, I think that you're going to, how
Yeah, but if your alliance is set up, that you're running, melee and long range, and we only have a couple mid rangers in our whole alliance, it'd kill us.
Well, probably not. Probably not the mid. If you're doing a team attack and you only got a couple mid rangers and they're putting the mid range in the back, in the front, and all of it, you're still going to have more long range that's there. You understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're going to be targeting the long range because you have more long range troops versus the mid range troops. So the mid rangers are probably not going to be touched by it.
Your mid range are gonna murder. If you have a couple good ones.
We only have a couple mid rangers in our alliance.
Right.
But you need them to be good.
So
yeah, we're gonna need them to be much better.
So with that being
You know,
said,
Woody, they bring up a valid point. It could give us more kills on mid-range and group attacks, even more than what we already have.
Yep.
They do.
So I guess if we take anything from what you're teaching us tonight, Woody, is one, we need to max this officer out like right away.
The breakthrough.
And
I would
two,
definitely say the breakthrough. Definitely the breakthrough.
And we really need to change up our formations again.
Well, it's going to be more like, how that you would put 10,000 EMPs or 10,000 snipers to be a meat shield for your cannons. Well, at this point, you're probably going to have to even it out, and then it's a 50-50 chance of what it's going to hit. Because if you have more cannons in the back and only 10,000 snipers, they're going to target those cannons.
Way easier. Just go, because snipers are way easier to move them. So whatever you're going to do in your cannons, just do one more on your snipers. So if it's 100,000 cannons, do 100,001 of your snipers.
But you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to adjust it because you got to match that number. So when we're sending 60,000 cannons, right?
No. What I mean is overall troops.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So adding that one, it'll automatically
just go one more on the snipers, and that's what they're going to go after.
Yeah, but
because it attacks the one with the largest amount of troops, correct?
Yes.
Correct. But it's going to.
Yeah.
But just remember, that's only going to be the first hit. So 10 seconds later, cannons are going to get targeted,
and they hit the other one.
It's going to adjust because even in that video clip you showed, it hits a different troop type the second time.
Yeah.
So you can set that up, but you have to make sure that those troops stay alive for that first hit.
Now here, let me throw.
But for the really strong people, really strong people, it shouldn't. You want to take that. You want to take that first rip.
Yeah, the first 10 seconds is what matters. That's where you're getting your most kills from. Is those first 10 seconds.
Correct. So make that thing one extra and let it go.
Well, here's another thing. Let me throw into this this little mixture of a whirlpool. You also got to still kind of control the enemy troops too, how they move. So by adding the whatever troop you have there to match it with one over, now you've probably changed the way the enemy troops move forward. You understand what I'm saying? The people that know troop formation, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So those uranium
But
mines are
but that's
definitely
not
going to be.
that's not a breakthrough though, right?
That is the breakthrough.
The breakthroughs no, but the breakthrough is not going to be affected by the troops' movement.
The breakthrough's not going to be affected by troop movement. You're absolutely right. But what about all the
Yeah.
other troops? So the
But
reason
yeah,
why we adjust our fleet to control the enemy movement is because we want to be able to control where that Titan blast hits and which one moves forward, so our next strong troop hits them first versus a meat shield. But with this, you're gonna have to like take away from the front to make sure you can match the back or the middle. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
it's
yeah,
gonna
because you're not gonna want. Yeah, well, the front doesn't really. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
well, because you only have so many troops. You only have so many troops that you can choose from. So it's going to be real interesting. I guarantee those minds are going to be going crazy trying to figure out a new formation because the older formations are not. I don't think they're going to work. I think this new officer is going to totally freaking kill some formations. That's why I would say and recommend everyone push that breakthrough
Yeah.
before you even open up the stars. Push that breakthrough. That's what I'm doing. It's going to be insane.
Wow. If you're MRA, I would only do up to 10
Why is that?
because you have a 30% increase to attack of MRA
Yeah, but at MRA you're still
plus the
adding
melee HP.
right, but at MRA, so
30%. 30%.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But
Saying
but
that's a lot.
it is a lot, and I understand that. But imagine this: you're in a team attack, right? Or not even. We're just gonna go solo. You put like what, like 10,000 or 15,000 or we'll just say 20,000 tanks in the front, a couple armored soldiers, and then you got a couple snipers in the back, so on and so forth, just to protect your titans. Well, then the rest is in mid range. So, and you use what?
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. I think 10 is the sweet spot. That's why I say that.
If you
Because
want,
you're gonna. What's the difference in the 10 to 18? I guess is what I'm saying. Is it worth getting that or wait or doing the other stuff?
I suppose you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not saying don't not open it at all. I'm saying go to level 10 and then go. I'm only referring to MRA players. I think LRA players absolutely go to 18 first.
Yeah.
But MRA, you get that attack sorry, it's not attack 2, it's attack of MRA. And you also get the melee HP and possibly even a defense too, if you want. I don't know what the other ones are. I'd have to look, but also the reductions. I mean, there's a lot of good things out there worth it for MRA players.
But isn't 12 where 12 on the breakthrough? Isn't that where it almost equals what it would cost to do an unworldly? It's 12, I think.
Yeah, it's either 10 or 12. I don't remember what level it is, but you're right.
Yeah,
It's right around 10 or 12.
I usually go to where it ends up being either or, and then I stop on the breakthrough and then go to the unworldly and then come back. That's the way I've always done mine. I think it's 12.
But you also want to take
way,
into consideration if you're MRA or LRA too, like what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm MRA, so I'm with you. But I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
saying, look at it because I think it's 12.
Could be.
Well, that's what we used to go to with all the other officers, but this breakthrough is so potent, guys, that it's something that you can't just. You want to get to 18 if you're long range, like hands down.
I'm looking at one of mine right now that's level 13, and it's a 54 fragment cost, so it's level 14. And when it's equal or whatever.
I guess the
I think it's what 70 frags per offer now.
I guess another
Yeah, I think
question.
that's what it is.
I guess another question we got to ask is, um, what is it? What are the unworldly skills going to be?
MRA.
If it well, of course you're going to say that, but if it's going to be like increased damage to melee, or if it's going to be like reduced damage taken,
That'll be there.
yeah, if it's going to be like
That'll
reduced
be in there.
damage, like how the plane skill is, which probably would be there, honestly. I don't know. It'd be a toss if you want to do that. Or like in mid rangers, reduce damage taken from or to mid range. You know what I mean?
So I
I'm
have a
doing
question.
LRA.
So I have a question, and it's really clearly like I have no idea. So C44, those levels, because like what C41 to C44, like what levels are going to be for what type of attack? And if that's the case, like are these officers going to be more geared one way or another, or as machinists have been kind of more neutral in it?
That's
Does that make sense? I'm on my third keto, so.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what you just asked.
Queen doesn't know. Like
after
C44, what is
after this,
the highest level? The highest level is what it highest level. What is that going to be catered to?
Are you talking the type of
City
troop
level.
that
I'm sorry,
maxes
city
out at
level.
level 44?
Yes.
Oh God, I'm glad I speak your language.
I'm glad. Well, you got to remember. You got to remember. I had surgery today, so I'm like kind of woo, with painkillers right now.
So is Queen on her own accord. Well, what would it be? All you got to do is figure out however many levels they go up, what it's going to end on.
Okay, well,
So
what the fuck
would he
is
go
it?
into like the camp or something or a factory?
T15 troops.
Yeah, so it's going to show you what troop ends at 44 because
it's long range EMP.
So now it's based on long range at 44.
Yeah. Now, what if they go to 45?
There's your answer, Queen.
What if they go to 45 instead?
Has that ever been discussed?
War and Order.
Or is it always
War and Order went to 45?
So they went from 41 to 45.
They went from.
I think they were at 42.
No, they were at.
Hold on,
42. You're correct.
Hold the fucking
42 to
stop
45.
the fucking press. So it is not confirmed that 44 is the number.
No, we're just
all been making it up.
We're assuming it because from 38 to 41 is the last drop. So we're assuming.
Well, it went 35 to 38, 38 to 41. I mean, it's based off history.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they won't drop it to 45. And if that's the case,
would be after that?
If they wanted to, but
what would be 35, Woody? Look at the chart. Let's figure it out. Or 45, yeah. If we did 45, well, what was 35? That would be the equivalent.
Oh, where is the chart at?
45 would be T14.
Be what?
T14 zombies at 45.
Well,
no, you'll T14 zombies are going to be 43.
They'll be the shredders.
Yes, the 43 is shredders.
Yeah.
Absolutely. EMPs
that would be
44.
44. So then it's going to jump back down to the snipers at 45 for long range.
I feel like Just the Tip knows all the answers, but he's never gonna fucking tell us.
I will say what. Hold on, I'll say one thing.
T12's 37.
I'll say one thing that I was trolling Tip with 45 before. I told him, oh, it's been confirmed, it's going to 45, and Tip's like, shut up, like, because he understands exactly what that means for him as a mid ranger.
Yeah, we want to dominate again. Give us our 2 years, and we'll be happy. Damn it! You've had your reign for 2 years. It's our turn.
Yeah, Shredder's coming on 43.
Yeah, but then you allow China to come after us.
If they did 45, it would be
you all have the ability to swap as well.
China is never gonna do shit to us. Like they suck in all these fucking events.
Yes, that's a valid point. Thank you.
Not all of them.
So speaking of a unstoppable force and an immovable object, I'm drooling over the concept of talking about 923 verse 896.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now.
Huh.
896.
Let's
we'll
go.
jump into.
That's hot.
We're gonna talk about that right now. Oh, there was 89.
Just lost my.
I
Never
could have
heard of 'em.
recorded that.
Oh, they're so they got 241s, Yahtzee and Cumberbatch P. And
We call him Hippo.
Hippo.
His name's just Hippo. Yeah.
But where the hell you get Hippo out of that? The actual this?
Yeah, his avatar is always a hippo.
That.
Gotcha. Okay, Hippo. Why don't you just change his name to Hippo then?
Yeah.
Just make it Hippo. But then they got the 349. Yeah, 339s. And up to 12 or 38 above.
Not even merged yet, so Jesus
And
Christ.
these guys haven't lost a single void yet, have they?
We are undefeated in void and unmerged.
Unmerged.
So I think it's 27 and 0 currently.
Okay, so then Yahtzee.
And you guys.
Yahtzee's at 19.8 of his officers. Hippo's at 18.7, and then it drops from there. Like that's a big drop.
Yeah,
That's a $5 million drop. That's a big drop. But
yeah, they're both our heavy spenders. JT is probably just as heavy, but he took a couple month break towards the beginning of the year.
Right.
So he's catching up a little.
Yeah, I mean the Titans all look pretty solid. Well, we guys got quite a bit of gold warplanes too. At least 7 gold warplanes.
Probably 8, 9, actually.
Well, I'm assuming the
I wouldn't
nines.
go that far.
I'm assuming these 900s might not be anymore since the plane equipment came
Well,
out.
that's true.
Because that
I'm gonna
plane
guess
equipment boosts quite a bit.
4.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of our guys have been pushing warplane equipment, so I don't
so-
actually know off the top of my head.
All right, we'll
I would
go
say probably
4 or
I
5.
guess 4.
5 to 6, maybe.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that. So 5, 6. All right, let's check out 923. And both these nations.
I got a question while you're going there, Woody.
Okay.
Do you guys think that old, like the original lab and everything of, say, a warplane, is weighted differently than the equipment that they keep dropping, or is it weighted the same?
That's actually hard to say, man. Honestly.
Okay.
That's really hard to say. People are just buying left and right. That it's hard to
I might be able
tell the difference now.
I honestly believe the base stuff is still the best. Your Titan talents than this new shit.
I agree with you. I don't have any data to prove that, but I agree with you.
I agree because I fight guys in the mines and I have all this new stuff, better stuff, and they just have the base stuff maxed out and I can't beat them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in 923 they got 141 and 140, 41 and a 40, and then 130. Oh man, you guys are. Let's check and see where the officer equipment is. Or so
Close.
well, not. I mean,
Comparable.
Looks like Rasta's jumped a lot. I don't remember him
923
being that high.
923 is getting their asses kicked.
I don't know about that because
think so.
920. No, I'm not even gonna say that because 923
No.
will show up with numbers. They'll show up with a 70, 80 shot hit.
Yeah.
And
Well, so 896.
so will 896.
Yeah, so does 896.
But
Now it's all about who plays smarter is what it really is.
well, put it
Yeah.
this way: both nations are very heavy in bubbling. Okay, they do. They're very heavy in bubbling. So what's going to come down to is if they get that hit and they win versus, well, none of theirs bubble dropped, so you guys didn't get that opportunity.
Well, I know Relly's fucking his weight of going through this. He's gonna be stressing about it all right now and fucking like questionable about it. And then at the end of it, he's gonna fucking throw some reports out that we're gonna be like, yeah, I already knew you were gonna fucking win. By the way, Relly, don't fucking lose.
I like
I got money. I got money on this shit.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I like 923. That's actually one of the nations I wouldn't mind merging with, honestly. Sorry, Riley.
Yeah,
I
us
wish,
too, man. I
I wish
feel
we
you.
could bet. I wish we could bet on this type stuff instead of just the arena.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, Woody, look at
actually,
the
I
officers
agree
while
with
you're doing
that.
that.
Look,
I mean, the
look,
Titans.
we're monetizing again. I don't know if that even applies, but
18-1.
Like, think about it. We
Sorry.
could bet on 500 gold.
Titans.
I wish you could bet on void matchups and shit like
but that's
that.
because you fucking gamble.
I mean, it'd be cool
It would
though.
be done. It would be
Yeah, but
dope, and
you got
there was a fucking board.
hold on, just to clear it up. That does it says in the TOS that there is no gambling, real money in this. So just know that if
No,
you get
gold.
caught, just know if you get caught doing it, you will lose your city.
Oh.
No, I'm saying gold.
Well, gold's different,
like
so-
we
yeah,
do.
I mean,
Like we do.
We're
Damn.
betting fake gold in a game that we paid real money for.
Yes.
Actually,
All right,
I
so-
would want to bet real
That would
money.
be awesome.
And then they could take one of my 20 cities.
So let's go back into the Titans. So Titans are looking pretty
Okay.
pretty nice over here in 923. Not gonna lie, Lays is going to be a monster, and you got to also remember with the officer equipment that Lays might have his lore line on and not his actual real officers at that number. A lot of nations will do that. They'll turn their officers off.
Yeah.
Or at least their
Yep.
moral
If
officers.
I'm not mistaken,
We all
that
know
is-
each other's stats.
Okay. So I mean, who's stronger between
Lay's actually
nations?
slowed down on Ben Woody because they're waiting for a merger, supposedly, from what Router said.
So this is just going to be a good matchup then all around.
It's the-
So looking at their numbers, you guys all call out which nation you would pick, and remember, I'm listening.
I'd pick 923.
Well, these are the two best void nations in Globe 11.
I know this is going to be fucking tight.
I would. I'm
This is the
sorry.
one
I'm sorry,
everyone
Riley, but
goes
I would pick 923. Sorry.
Yes, love to be the underdog. I'm here for
I
it.
got to ask. You were talking about turning off officers, and for a while we were turning off officers and equipment.
Right.
The week before, so we get a better matchup. Does that still work? We were told that doesn't work anymore.
No, it's not to get a better matchup in his case. He might use Loreline for zombie killing and just
Dailies,
have it
yep.
on
Yeah.
more likely than he has his fleet officers. So he's just saying that number might actually be bigger, not to influence the matchup.
Yeah,
but
it's more to
Yeah.
subliminal against your enemy. Like for instance, when you turn off Loreline, it's probably right around 1 million difference between you putting back on Morgan.
Yeah.
So
Well, and like right now, we don't have any events really going on, so they're probably you're killing monsters. So
for
that
all you know,
happens all the time.
For all you know, if he has his lower line on and the Morgan off, that might jump up to 19 during Void. And this whole entire time that you've been studying the nation, you're seeing 18, and you're like, okay, we're even, we can beat him. You know, this and that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Void comes, he's at 19, and he's smoking you. You're like, what the fuck happened? You know, not saying that's what he's doing, but I mean that's called, you know, literally. If you're up against a nation like such as yours too, you got to pull tricks out your sleeve. And I really hope that you guys don't, either nations don't plan on, oh, let's just recruit and bubble. I really hope that doesn't happen. Like, I know both your nations, you guys are heavy on sending fleets, you know, with a lot of people. I really hope it's going to be about that. Like someone from each nation is going to quit. Someone's gonna get hit.
Probably. I've been laughing
Second
about
alliances.
both of us sitting here without merges this whole time. I've been laughing at the idea of Camel sitting there like, well, your BP is too high. I can help you fix that if you guys just, you know, have Void.
Oh,
so.
I remember back in the days.
I don't know. This is a very exciting Void. This is a very exciting matchup. Like, can you make a channel for this where we could just like Relly and another 93% can post like updates and we could watch? And then, hey, everybody hit me up on Discord. I'll have a gambling pool.
I mean, we got Don't say that on live. I mean, we got Void War right here. I mean, there's a channel for Void. You can just post it in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
but there
I got
everybody's gonna fucking put
right,
there.
but I got
I'll
so
do
many. I got
I'll do
so
one on
many.
Globe 10. I'll do one in Globe 10. Uh and it's only gonna be really I don't know who the fuck 923 is. So you gotta tell me who to add to it. But we'll just do a channel there so you guys can post just you two. Cause I hate all the fucking noise when people feel like they need to fucking talk. Like me.
Imagine that.
Just
Imagine
like
that.
just like put it yeah, put like let's do something like that and we can all kind of like follow it.
Yeah, I'll make sure the reports end up everywhere. We're
They're gonna be everywhere.
whenever we
They're gonna be on Facebook. They're gonna be on Twitter.
They better
yeah.
not be anywhere until you win.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I can already see how this is gonna play out. You're gonna be bugging me to post reports, and I'm gonna be sitting there all sweaty trying to beat their ass, being like, "Hold on, 5 more minutes, please."
Just wait till the end.
Yeah, he already knows that I'm not like that.
We have
Okay, maybe
The
I'll just make a me and Lala will make a private channel and you just fucking keep me updated.
me and
yeah.
we in 736 we got 709 and they're a Civil War nation, but they do come in. They do like they will have Civil War in the middle of Void, like, but they will be bubble tight. That's one of the problems with Civil War nations is that they're bubble tight. Like you're not finding anything.
Well, hey, and if have they been in Civil War for a long time?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, years. You're
So
talking about
okay,
years.
so I guess one of my expertise, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but majority of my gaming experience has been in Civil War, and that's where Rizzo taught me gameplay because I was in her fucking nation, and that is the worst fucking thing to come up against and avoid because like I remember us like fucking Civil War's priority, so we were hitting our fucking enemies in our nation in between hits against the other nation,
Yep, that's Civil War.
like. Yeah,
That's
no, I mean, and it's savage, and
that's tough.
honestly, it's one of the funnest experiences you could ever have, but
Really.
it's not long term wise fun.
It's kills your nation is what it does.
Oh
Yes, it
yeah,
does.
And then you're hearing Woody's chat saying we need a merger. We need a merge.
I
We,
I know. Luckily, I was
we,
in a
we,
lot of
we
nations,
killed
so
everyone. We killed everyone.
yeah.
So we need a merge.
Short-term battles in nation really sharpen everybody's weapons for battle, though. It does really help
Right. I'll admit that.
in a weird way.
Look at what Kitten says. Kitten says Nation 2 can't even win a counterfrenzy unless there is a civil war. Unless they're in civil war. What the hell? Can't win your friend. Titan.
Mhm.
That's funny. Fuck it. I don't care. He's a
That
island
is
boy.
funny.
That's funny. Well, have we talked about everything we need to talk about? Have any questions?
No, but I would like to thank you for all you do and all the information you share with us.
It's not just me. I mean, without everyone
Oh,
that's here, like I'm just a
that's
platform. You know, you
yeah,
guys
I
are.
know, but your platform and everybody that's kicking in. I just like to say, we're a young nation. We appreciate it.
That's no problem. That is no problem. I'm happy the 1300s are actually in my Discord and actually starting to learn the game because without, let me ask you something real quick. If it wasn't for YouTube, me, Barry, Lee God, and all that, how would you guys know how to actually play the game? You know, you would
Yeah,
think.
a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error, and we're in the 1100s. We're not 1300s, but yeah, a lot of it's been from watching you guys. And being on these channels, and then we share it with the team.
Hell yeah.
You guys have such an advantage already that all this information has already been broke down.
Yeah. Imagine.
Because you guys,
It's well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
or
really
else
it's really
we'd
cool.
all still be in 1198. I mean, it's
And if you can get your members of your alliance to actually study their own bases, it's such a huge advantage.
Yeah, well, we'll look at, especially during a frenzy or a void, we'll look at what they used. We just had that talk because we had some smaller cities and everything else still going in with 1198. So we just had that talk a few weeks ago, going, you got to change up these formations.
Oh my God, 1198 is before Titans even came out.
How about it?
Yikes.
But we still have guys that were using that and we're like, stop, and it was fine but it was fine for them because we're thrown into huge shredders and tanks, and they weren't getting hit at all. It's like, you're screwing everybody else. Yeah, you did okay.
The only time that you should be using a 1198 formation is when you're doing the Challenge Elite Zombie daily. That is
Elite Zombie.
That is the only time
Elite
you should
Zombie,
be using it. Other than that,
Let's
Or
do
the first 2 months of the game.
1198 then.
That's crazy.
With one left.
So I
What's
do want
that?
to say I do want to say something about what the Elite Zombies is. When you're doing the 1198, take one of the T13 zombies and make it a T12. Just one.
Okay.
Just one?
Just one, and then go look at your score.
Wait, is Sergeant Crash here still, or did he leave?
No, I'm still here.
Why
Somebody's
can't
got
I
to
see it?
babysit you.
So
Wait, oh, there you are.
So
Who are you playing in Void? Sorry.
Hold on, real quick before you go into that. So the
Yeah.
reason why I say that is if you look at the Elite Zombie, what does it do? So it attacks each and every single one of them before it kills you, right? So if you have that, if you take if you add one smaller zombie in it, that's an extra hit.
Yeah. Wow. That's a great idea.
Well, also take it a step further. If you put your four front line, right, one of each, and then if you're a long range player, that's fine. If you're a mid range player, you have to do it a little differently. But if you put a bike in over, if you make your zombies move to the right a little bit, just a little bit, so they're off center, and then if you do the same thing that you just said, Woody, it'll actually give you a better score too. But for mid range, you have to do it different. You have to, because we don't use your troops, but it's the same thing because they're not going to. The thing doesn't go through and kill all of them. It kills 5, I believe. Kills five sets of troops.
That also determines on how much golems you have and everything.
Yeah, all the golems keep coming out. Exactly.
So I use one of each front row, and then I put one havoc, one gunner, and then it never touches my zombies.
Yeah, and that's what you want, because you want your zombies to just keep killing, because your zombies are what's going to do the biggest damage, because the zombies are the most powerful troop in our game, essentially.
So there's you got the chosen one over in YouTube chat saying, "Is that Queen from 311? What the fuck? We got one in 1300. We got one. Queen is a common name everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it could be the same person.
Who is that?
Yo, KP, watch your mic, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad, Woody.
Yeah, I'm not a queen.
So
I'm not queen. I am chaos.
Real quick, Cowboy wants to ask a question. Real quick, Cowboy.
Sorry, not to throw you on. I didn't want to throw you on blast without asking, but I have been suggesting to Woody that he should start a Patreon, and I am curious to know how many people or what people think. Right? Would they subscribe to it? And I was telling Woody that some of these like after Void videos and after Frenzy videos, they take them 4 or 5 hours sometimes. And what I told Woody was like, hey, you should like do like a $3 or $5 membership a month, and then the people that are part of that group can go and join the live, and then you can release it the next day, right? And people, you can give little perks, like you can get access to videos early, or right. I told him that we could have a room where I would be willing to help. I'm sure a lot of other people would be willing to help members with their formation and their officers and basically start a Patreon. So I just wanted to hear feedback to see what other people thought if they would be willing to do that. Right? I want to see Woody hit C44. Obviously, it's very expensive, so it was just a way to try to help get there, especially since he does so much for the community.
So here's my. I'm gonna be really quick with this shit because I am a single mom. I can barely afford. Woody already knows. I already fucking leave this server all the time because I leave all servers all the time. But if I have to pay, I mean, I'm already like, I mean, I don't really spend in the game, but I do spend here and there when I gotta buy speeds or whatnot for events that we're competing in. I personally, and I think you are only going to have a niche of people. If you do that, you're only going to have spenders. You do that, you lose the voices of the majority of people in the game.
Anyone
Cowboy,
else?
I think maybe a different way of doing it is having the free version the way that it is, but do
Yeah,
it
I meant
a
keep
perk
a free version and then have a paid
yep,
version
a
where they
perk
get
phase.
extra
Yep,
things.
yep, absolutely. I think that's
Yeah,
not a
I
bad
wasn't
idea.
saying move it all to paid. I was saying like, hey, keep your free thing, but then have other perks that the people who do pay the $3 or $5 a month. I mean,
Something.
it's really not much. You get extra perks, right? Like
No,
one-on-one
hey,
advice or
that's
advice or something.
okay. I take that. Okay, then I take what I say back. If there's still a free avenue of us being able to get on these, like all free players to get on these lives and learn, learn the stuff that we can learn, right? I mean, quite honestly, I think you should, fine tune that dollar pay, that money, those people that are paying for that, for the stuff for that people that aren't spending. You know what I mean? Kind of. So yeah, no, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I would go for it. Like,
What do
I
you
wouldn't
just got
pay
to
for
drop
it.
some merch? That's what you got to do.
I will say that one of the guys at my work, he's actually making me a beanie, an Age of Origin beanie that he is hand knitting it. So I'm actually kind of super excited to get that, and he might make two. So,
You should
Oh,
auction off. Hey, you should auction off the other one.
well, wow, you read my mind already.
Hey,
That's
hey,
because we're
Woody,
both fucked up.
let me chime in on this subject,
Okay.
if I may, because I'm in marketing. So yeah, I mean, for if you do create a lane where spenders are coming to pay a subscription to get like exclusive shit, maybe a give back program, kind of like a like a giveaway, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It'll encourage people to hop in and spend $1 or something or whatever the rate is for it. Um, maybe that's an idea. You know,
It's definitely an idea. This is
Hey, Woody, you, not to subject real quick, but where is the best place for me to go and look at different formations to share with my team?
the
I mean, I'm looking at the site, and we got monsters and mantras, and we got, um, battle
so
reports and city trades and all that. Where's my best place to go?
so to be real with you, the elite mines would be the best place to figure out formations because you got to remember
Oh,
every if you're talking to a 41 about it and you're only a 34, it's completely different, like night and day different. But
right.
if you're a 44, and you talk to another 44, they might be able to, just like in general chat, be able to talk to you about it. But just remember, there's going to be a lengthy period of time that they're still testing out it too. So they might not be able to give you the exact formation right away because anything new comes in the game, especially with this new officer that's coming in the game, it's going to take a good 3 weeks before someone figures out a better formation to counter what's going on.
Okay.
Well, that's exactly the problem. For every formation, there's a counter formation, and for that formation, there's another counter formation.
Yeah. So
So
there,
it's a constant evolving game of
You only
tag.
get 7 hits a day.
so right now, like I'll use the 2-3 2-5-3 formation in the mines, and then but if I'm hitting a city, I'm using a very strong, more front. There's a difference between city attack formation and a solo, fleet per fleet formation. The 2-5-3 formation I've found personally actually seems to be very well in the mines against players they use they're equally strength. If you get someone that's got like 2400 melee HP and they're at like 2300 attack, it doesn't matter what formation you get, you're gonna die. They're just bigger. They're bigger. They're better. They're harder, and they're not using lube. So they're not. They are not.
Yeah.
But the mines is the best. That's why. That's the reason why these mines, the elite mine or uranium mines, were made. Is to test formations about people that are right around the same strength that you are. And all it
Yeah,
takes is you
I've been
take one. It,
practicing.
it could be.
I
It
was
could
just
be.
wondering if I could about them.
It could be that you remove all gunners or you remove all bikes and you add one axeman that changes everything. Yeah, it's but you only get 3 or 4 tries a day.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah, that's no problem. And also in this general chat that we have here, underneath Sid's secret spot, you can ask any question and you're gonna be surprised how many people. It might not be like right away that they get answered, but someone's gonna answer it. There's so many people that are in this Discord server that has a lot of knowledge about this game that they want to share it, and they will.
Yeah.
I promise you, they will.
Make sure you join the spreadsheets
Yeah.
one as well. Where Gambit is. That's a wealth of information over there too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, honestly, if there was an answer, which there really isn't to your question, I would say it's probably just being in that Discord.
Post this.
You're gonna soak up the most amount of information there.
In general chat?
No, in
I can't do it.
Someone, I don't know about this channel.
It's
someone
the
can DM it
spreadsheet.
to you.
Yeah, it's the spreadsheets channel. I'll see if I can send it to you, brother. Yeah, it should be there. And then Echoes has an AI bot in there as well to help answer any questions in regards to that too. So it's like
really?
super
Cool.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
They got a lot. I can't. My PC won't copy the link because there is no link. It just says copy. So if you guys want to post a link in the chat, then you guys can join and watch that. Watch the freaking the admins and they're like, "What the fuck's happening? Why am I getting pinged?"
So real thing. No other feedback from the other thing. I'm just curious what people would, do if there was a paid subscription and a free subscription.
Hey, Snipes, it's in the chat.
Thank you.
I mean, I think that would be that's a good idea. Wow, there's more people.
It's good, Cowboy. I think you just got to do tiers.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely think there should be tiers, right?
Well,
Like,
what he's gonna be
especially
doing like double the work.
What's that?
I said if you do like a Patreon thing or subscription thing, that's like double the work for Woody too. And he's gonna be putting out members only videos and stuff.
So what I would have to do when it comes to videos is I would have to put the videos on private for like a day or two, and so the Patreon they'll have the link to the video, and they'll be able to see it. And then 2 days later, after everyone's got to see it or have the opportunity to see it before everyone else, I would release it to public.
I mean, honestly, the way I see it, Woody, I feel like you're already doing all of this work anyway. It just kind of feels like it's money you're leaving on the table if you don't do a Patreon, even if you didn't have tiers and you just set it to be like pay $1 or more or however you can do it on there. I feel like you probably should.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think tiers would be the easiest.
I just meant like even if he didn't start creating more content than he already is, you know what I mean? He could still do it. I guess is what I'm getting at, because he's still creating content either way.
I don't know how much more I can create, guys. Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of what
you
I'm
would just
getting at.
you have to organize, like you have to prioritize like what part of the content would be for certain tiers, right? So like just the basic acknowledging the new officer, blah blah blah. And then, then you go into like maybe the next tier is like watching the battles and whatnot. But then like the biggest tier of people are gonna the whales or you guys that are gonna pay for those subscriptions is to kind of like break down and talk about I mean that actually honestly that's a lot of work to organize and you know to do something like that. Just
Yeah,
FYI.
I wouldn't like go crazy with it at first. You know what I mean? I would just set it up and just get it up and running if it was me. And
And
then you can
apparently
go from
Cowboy's
there.
gonna be a Cowboy's gonna manage it.
I already told him I would.
There you go.
And not just that, there's a couple of us that I mean, I'd be willing to be part of a small group, and if people have questions, right, I'd have no problem jumping on a screen share and going through formations and having somebody attack a couple people in the mines and giving them advice. That's what I told Woody, right?
Yeah.
If everyone has a job, right? Woody works a lot of hours, and on his free time, he puts a lot of time into this community. And even if
Yeah.
he had some other source of income, that means he could work less and he could do more for the community. But there's a balance because real life always comes first, right? So if somebody's willing to throw $3 a month, which is really nothing compared to what is spent on this game, that helps the community, right?
No,
That's the thinking
honestly,
behind it.
hearing you say that too, and and just seeing, and I'm gonna fuck it up. Monster is it? No, it's Mantras with Monsters.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing, and having these big guys come in and talk, and you got and Cowboy, you wanting to do that extra thing. I mean, it's beneficial. Like this fucking game is so obscure with the knowledge that it divulges to us. This is a necessity if we really want to play the game. But the fact that you guys don't want to step up and actually be a part of it and help him with that, I think that's awesome.
Woody, is this being recorded?
Oh,
Or is this live?
We're live.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're definitely.
I'm always fucking.
No, I know
I'm
we're
always
live, but
fucking
like, is it
live.
recorded? Like, it'll be available for people to see later, or no?
Dude, that $3 can go right into that pack for my warplane, dude. You serious?
Right?
I'm totally kidding.
But it's just the way, like, he puts so much time, right? Like, I see how much time he spends on all this stuff, on some of these videos, and just the community and editing. And not to throw anyone's business out there, but what Camel gives you is peanuts, literally.
Where you going?
Hey, KP1090, you want to mute your mic?
So the thinking behind it was like, hey, if we can help alleviate, get you out of work a little bit more so you can spend more time in the community and help people, then that would be a pro, right? And then he can do what he loves and what he enjoys to do instead of being at work. So
Well, and I think honestly, I love that your kind of motive behind it, and I kind of love that more of you whales are stepping up and talking more about the game. Um, I'm just a
It
small
definitely helps
fry.
us coming up.
Huh?
It definitely helps us coming up.
Yeah, no,
Whales talking
100%.
about
that's what I mean. I feel like there's so much value that he brings that if he could do potentially more and help more people individually, I think it always makes the game much better.
Well, a big part of it is having you guys be a part of it too, where it's not just him. You guys are the ones showing up to these different, you know. So I remember what it was like 3-4 years ago. I think I first started coming here with Rizzo, and and it was just all Woody. Like it was all
Whoa!
Woody.
Someone just donated. Thank you. Thank you.
Aww.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Hell
So
yeah.
so no, and it is. It's a lot of time spent. And honestly, at the end of it, like it's we're talking about something we love. We're playing with people that we're talking with people we respect, right? And so I admire that. I think if you guys do something like that, I would love to see more whales uh speak up. Like I mean, I haven't heard Cowboy talk that much, and I think we've been in servers together for a while. um, Hey, I'm no whale, but apparently I talk all the time. But it's something. You guys are the ones that guide us, right? Like we wouldn't be anywhere without the advice and shit that the people I knew from. Like honestly, if Rizzo didn't teach me this game, I really wouldn't know how to. Other than like the people that I played with, where we're all learning it together, I wouldn't have known where like the game had started from and the shit that uh from I just wouldn't be the same person. So yeah, in the game.
I mean, even when we started playing this game, right? A lot of us did dumb purchases, things where we bought troops, right? That's
Oh
a
my
thing that
god.
big new players do. Like they put money into things that are gonna easily be taken away by somebody, right? That alone, advice like that is well worth those $3-5 a month for somebody to help guide you on what to get, how to work on your officers, what skills. Hey, when you're reaching C40, you should start thinking about these, right? When you hit C41, you should be thinking about that. And if all the all the whales would have your back, Woody. So it's that what I told him was to get some of the whales and make them moderators on there, and we could all help pitch in to help alleviate his load.
And I appreciate that. I really do. Even Hulkage, he helps out like when you guys are doing the monsters of monsters. Um, he'll post it on my channel. Like I give him access to go live on my YouTube channel. So that everything helps out, and I appreciate what you guys do for me and for the community. Like there's times where I just can't be here. Um, Work is work. Real life comes first. But you guys carry on with the subjects, the topics, the lives, and you guys just keep going. Like that's
Happy
awesome.
to help.
It's awesome. Like although we live to burn cities and waste people's money and troops, we're still there to help out.
As
And not
long
to
as you
mention,
don't burn mine.
Void is void. Like even your best friends that you talk every day on here, right? Um, Come void time, you're no longer friends.
I'm born in you. Hey, no, but also, Woody, you showed up today, even though you just had fucking bones ripped
Yeah,
out of your fucking jawbone.
yeah.
So, yeah, much respect.
Well, it's a community. We
And that's the other thing, right? If you got more people helping you, Woody, and it can be like a schedule, right? Like sometimes I'll miss the event after Frenzy because it's not always like at a dedicated set time. Let's say sometimes it's that night, sometimes it's that morning, right?
yeah.
And things can even get put on a schedule, and other people can help alleviate that load.
Well, so since we started the Monsters of Monsters, it's not going to be directly after Void anymore because usually that's when Monsters of Monsters is going to be taken. So if whoa, someone just donated an nerd. Holy cow! Thank you so much. Guess who's going to be getting the freaking new officer when it comes out? Hell yeah! Let's
Woody,
fucking
Woody,
go.
we were trying to get you to 44. You got to save some of that.
I'm going to. I'm gonna. Definitely going to. Thank you. Whoever did that, thank you. Um,
Blue coins are the most dangerous thing in this game.
they are because the second you get it, you're like, okay, to the store. You know,
Yep.
it's
No,
like
you're like, I've got so many. Those are going to last forever. And they're gone like in 5
Hey,
minutes.
you guys should all teach me what it's like, and all send me blue coins so I can like understand the struggle.
Yeah.
the struggle.
They don't last long
we'll,
enough.
we'll just say this: the struggle is real.
Yeah, the struggle is real. It's like I don't know if you've ever had a man that just says, "Here's a credit card, go shop and get whatever you want."
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's
it's like
that's
that.
100,000 blue coins right there.
Yeah, it's like that. It's real.
Be like, that's ex-husband number 2.
Oh my God. Okay, we are not marrying you.
Hey, hold on. Let me do another plug. Looking for ex-husband number 3.
Oh God. Holbrook, watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like my brother.
I'm joking, brother. I'm joking. I know that he's probably laughing right now.
Oh yeah, we always laugh. No, that's like my fucking brother. He knows how I am.
But so I'm thinking, honestly, I think it might drop either tomorrow or it might even drop at 2 a.m. tonight. Because if you remember, things get updated at like 2 a.m. My time. Real quick, I gotta check something.
I'll let you stay up and find that out, and then I'll figure it out in the morning.
Oh, hey, so we didn't talk. Hey, Crash. Who are you guys playing? 742,
No, 668.
668. Are they good?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bubble fest. Would be my guess. We'll see.
Okay, so about the whole petition, Camel has reached back out to me. Um, so developers understand what's going on, guys. And like I said, the reason that the merger's not going on is because we don't got many nations anymore. Um, think about it. The older nations, there's some nations got 19 nations inside of them, 24 nations inside of them. So that's a lot. But they do understand the concern. They just don't want to merge everyone now to where there's only 200 nations left. But the developers are aware that it is an issue, and they did say that come right around after GC time that there might be another merge coming.
So I signed that petition, but we should not expect a merger coming up after GC.
Well, no, they just said that there's a good possibility after GC
Oh, okay.
that there might be a merge
Sorry.
coming.
Okay,
So,
sorry.
with that being said, that's why I had to pull the screen away because conversations with Camo Meter.
Well, it's good that you're not in trouble and they're actually thinking about it. Then
Well, I mean,
we'll see.
we'll see.
Hey, I always say time will fucking tell.
So,
Show.
the whole idea of the reason why I started that petition was so the developers can understand the main concern of their players. It wasn't to try to force a merge. It wasn't to try to threaten them or blackmail them by not spending. It was not that at all. The intentions behind it was, hey, developers, look, you got players that are stopped playing the game. They're quitting the game.
It's dying.
Yeah, they're not being active, and they really look forward to merger. And with that being said, it kind of shook the cage, if that makes sense. It shook the cage of developers, so now they're really, they understand it's got to happen. They understand that. I can't promise when. They gave us a little timeline. I'm assuming the timeline they gave is probably going to be after GC, because GC, we all know there is no mergers coming until after, at least after GC. So,
Hey, this GC is such a joke, though. It's such a joke.
well, I mean, I think that they might have figured that out with this past GC with all these nations just not showing up. My nation is not showing up. We're sitting it out.
Hey, I know, but we're in the same globe now. 796 is going hard.
Well, I mean, let them.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Let them go hard. No joke. Let them go hard because they come into this bracket. It's a little bit different. Actually, it's probably kind of easier if we're being real. Well, maybe not because you got Cowboy, you got Holbrook,
Yeah,
you got
no.
you got
You got Architect.
Archie, and I know
Yeah,
732. They want
Archie didn't wake up for one round, and so they won 2 rounds. I think it would have been different if he woke up for one round, another round.
Archie's strong, guys. Like Don't
Yeah.
don't let him fool you. He is strong. And but then you got some nations. You got 744. They want to win. They got 756. They want to win. They got their second merger, and they want to see what they can do. I mean, you can't blame them at that point. Um,
Well, it'll be funny because it'll be 796 against these people that care about it.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
Like
seven
we're
thirty.
all not playing, right?
Well, yeah, 736. We don't care about it because we tried. What was it last season or the season before? We tried in the finals. I think it was last season. No, season before because Black Nations kind of screwed 736 up last season. But 2 seasons before, we tried and we figured out even with numbers, we were just we couldn't get the amount of numbers to show up as like 732. So at that point, it was a real eye opener for our nation that like until we get a merger, there's no way we can compete.
Yeah.
Even though we are top heavy, we just can't compete.
Yeah. No, you can't. Hey, those and that's that was with 796. That's why I was surprised how well they did. And they actually, I think some of the reports in our global chat, I think really fucking promoted people to want to go play there. And so they're recruiting too. I mean, they'd be dumb not to because their nation's kind of dead. They just happen to have an amazing amount of fucking whales. So it'll be funny to see what happens. I just know that when they played 732, they lost the round with Archie, and then and he had said something that he didn't wake up for the other round, and so he only played one round, so they won 2 rounds.
Well,
And so I think it kind of got them. It'll be interesting because I mean I know Goat we're not playing, but we'll get drunk and just show up for merit. But
so
it's
so for 796, the coming into this bracket, um, this bracket is very 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 how do I say it? Very strict, and they know how to play GC to where they don't need to show up to make
yeah.
finals. Like we know how to organize it and move it to where we know who we can fight in the semis to knock them out at the finals. Like we know how to do that, and I'm not sure if 796 in that bracket they were in last season, if they understand that
Well, I
they
think I
understand how to
think
do
I
that.
think I think that they have some leaders like their R5 knows how to play. But you've got, I mean, they're called the Leroys, right? They Leroy everything.
Right.
They're just, they're a wild bunch. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they're one of the funnest motherfuckers you can play with. But so it'll be interesting. Like, I'm never gonna say that they're not gonna do it because fuck. I mean,
No, I mean,
they're strong as fuck. But
so the goal is to make sure that there's not two lock nations or possibly even any lock nations in the finals. So
so
to manipulate the system, there's some nations that uh, they will lose. So they won't get past that 16, but they will lose to get to the bottom. So they will end up in the semis having the hard lock nation that can possibly win it all, and team up and make sure they don't win. So they're
So
bumped out of the
let's make a
finals.
stance and let's all make it very clear to everybody. We need to work together.
Well,
Even if we're not trying to win, we fucking close down Lock Nations.
I mean that's the bracket that where the bracket that I'm in. That's what we do. So
Yep.
if 796 is coming in here, and I like 796, I really do. I have nothing bad to say about them. But if they're coming in here thinking that they're going to win it all, the issue is this: if they're not on team to keep the Lock Nations out, they might get bullied, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, I'm not in that nation anymore, but that's something that should be addressed to them.
well, I mean they're new, so I mean, I'm sure we have
They'll learn.
some of the 796 in the whale tank Discord. But
Yeah.
but they'll see it in the GC chat eventually come out like, oh, you guys teamed up against us. Well, yeah, that's welcome to welcome to the 700 brackets. It is what it is. But I already know that 732 wants that 4P. So if they make the finals, I would suggest to go all out and whoever wins wins. You know what I mean? But at least try to keep the non-lock nations into the finals. That's what honestly. That's what every globe in the game should be trying to do is keep the lock nations out of the finals, and come finals, ham it out. Go ham.
Polar bear problems.
Polar bear problems. Well, we haven't seen Ducky or Beast in our bracket either for GC. So, and
Yeah, I know.
that
How did they fucking skip
they
out on that
they
shit?
so if and when mergers happen again, because they are literally 3 nations away from our bracket. If a merge happens below our bracket, such as in the 500s or the 400s, that means if it happens, that's one nation is dropping down in our bracket. That's how 796 hit our bracket because that 500 nation moved into the 800 nation, so it drops them down to our bracket because you're only allowed to have 32. So if another one happens, or let's just say 2 more happens, 3 more mergers down there happen. Like let's just say like 700 gets merged or 701 gets merged because they're now in the bracket below us. Well, that's two options, two nations that are going to come into our bracket. So, is there a 797 and a 798? I don't think there is. Is there?
We have 799 in ours.
Well, that's what I mean. 799. If there's not a 797 or a 798, that's an actual nation without being merged yet. Then if someone below us drops, they're coming. They're coming next season at that point.
797's locked.
Okay, 799. Okay, so there'd have to be 2 mergers. If what about 798? Let's check and see 798 real quick. 798.
Yeah, we've got 858 and 799 again. 798. So we just gonna have fun, terrorize. That's about it.
Woody, we got 722, 721, and 777. We could all team up against 722. Make it real bad for him.
You could. You could. You really could. Ooh, 798. Oh, 798 is not a. Okay, so it's not. Because they got moved to 791. 791's already in our bracket. Okay. So it would take two nations in our bracket of GC, or a nation below our bracket to merge once, and 799 is in our bracket at that point. One merge below them, they're coming. That's interesting. So I'm assuming they're going to be in our bracket next season. I'll just be real. I think they're going to be in our bracket next season. 799. We'll be seeing Ducky and Beast. That's going to be interesting.
They should really just take all 1,400 nations and collapse that to 7. Merge the 2 closest to each other.
I don't know if they're going to do that.
I think they should just let me decide who needs to go where.
No, because if they did that, you'd have 100 freaking C41s in 785.
Oh my god, I'd be so fucking amazing.
Yeah, and then you guys would kill the game. And then you'd be complaining about, well, we have no targets. We have no enemies yet because they're all.
I'm like, let's just hit each other now.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'd like to have all those 41s in a nation.
No. I don't either. But I honestly, when I say that and I joke about it, I just think about like the different. Like I honestly, I fucking played in so many nations. I look at like this nation would be good. Like so, I don't know if Chubbs is still here, but me and Chubbs are big recruiters for whatever nation. He's in 904. I'm in 785. And so, like, there's people that we vet, or like even 858. They ask me to vet people for them, or do you know this person? Or I'm like, I send people their way because I know certain players would fit well in different places. Not everybody's going to fit well in my nation. My nation's always coming first, right? Hands down.
So
But if I know somebody is going to go somewhere else, like, and I feel it's a better fit, I'm going to send them to that other nation.
so check this out. I get what you're saying, but you got to also remember egos coming in, does get involved, and egos can make or break your nation. For instance, and I hate to use Groot as an example. Groot went to 7-Eleven. At first, it was awesome. They went really cool, and then Groot is a different kind of player. He's used to Civil War. He's used to doing what Groot does, and well, we'll just say he bumps heads with Cowboy. Sorry, Cowboy, throwing that underneath the bus like that, but they bumped heads, and now things are bad.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
you
say
don't need
we
to tell
bumped
me any.
heads.
You don't need to tell me anything about that because
Well, I'm
that is
just
my
saying.
biggest fucking factor in vetting people.
Yeah, but
Is your fucking
but
ego?
Chaos Queen, you can't control other people's egos. Is what I'm saying. If you have someone that walks in there, and in like for say a merger that's stronger than Holbrook, no offense Holbrook, which is going to be very rare, you can't tell him what to do because
No, I get that, but I get that, but anybody I'm recruiting into my nation are not going to be as strong as Holbrook because there's no city stronger than him.
if you
Like
get
I
you
literally,
get
we
you get
literally
a
just
mental
felt.
you get a mental that comes into your nation, he will outspend. No offense again.
Oh,
He's
I
gonna
don't give a fuck.
and
Like
then
if like
I'm just saying, if you get a player like Mental that comes into your nation and then starts outspending and start passing Holbrook, what if that kind of player does not agree with what how the nation's
okay,
turning?
so would he have a sleeper ego, like where he was just like a
You
fucking gem
you'll ne-
until all of a sudden he was a monster,
so
and then he was just
you never know about what kind of ego someone has until you have confrontation with them. That's when the ego will come out. You got to remember, all these nations or these whales that are pulling out to be put into a different nation or joining it, they come from a nation to where they are the number one. So
yeah.
sometimes it's very hard for a player that is used to being number one go into a nation and have to listen to uh, something that he's completely not used to.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I get what you're saying, but honestly, I was about to quit the game before I went to 785, and now I'm in 785. Holberg's got a vision. Whoever we bring here, he brings people. I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna say this. He just brings people that because he's excited and people come in, and I was like, "Where are they from? Who are they?" Blah blah blah. And then he tells me, I'm like, "Well, we need to vet them." Like I'm big about vetting, like because you gotta control because this isn't just a fucking game. It's not just a game where you click on shit and you go one way or the other. You got all these personalities. It's all fucking controlled by egos and fucking relationships and fucking people and how their day's been. It's fucking exhausting. But so you have to find the right person to be in your team. And so, like, we had recently, and I won't say anything about who it was, but had brought them in, and he's like, "Oh, we'll go vet them, go." So I went to their nation, and I could just see the ego all over it. Like, I could just see such an issue. Like, yeah, he was a spender. Like, he was, in the newer nations. And I was like, this is going to be a fucking issue. Like, we're going to have problems. And then we did. And then once he fucking questioned me and he got kicked, and then had to comply to the rules that goat made, uh and I was like, and even after that I was like, okay, well, come back, thank you for your compliance, come back, blah blah. He's like, you should never thank me, you should say sorry. Like, it was just like, I was like, yeah, you're not you. I already knew you. I fucking smelled you out the first fucking second you talked. Like, bye. Like, you can't be a part of this team. You have to be part of it, and you have to just want to play the game. I can't deal with your other fucking bullshit.
Well, just know, and we're gonna get off the topic, but just know that you can't. If you have a whale that doesn't like to kill people, farmers, whatever the case might be, but he's a huge spender, and he moves to your nation, and you guys' rule is to, if you're farming, you're dead. There's gonna be a big problem. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, Eagles do
Oh,
get
I know.
involved.
That Groot in 1367 spending big.
1357. Hey, Titan, stop. It's the fastest way to get kicked out of my server. Stop. I've already told to stop putting stuff like that and ruin my monetization. Anyways, I forgot where I lost train of thought. Where were we? Sorry.
Some spender in the 1300s.
Yeah, what's going on in 1300s? You said there's a spender.
That OG Boogeyman, 7-Eleven.
LG.
Same guys in 1367, 70,000 points in the buying event.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Groot. Woody, so there's somebody Groot's new name in 737's OG Boogeyman, but in that 1300 something nation, there's somebody with the same exact name who spent a shitload. I'll tell you how many points they have.
Why does their
69,700.
why does their land look different than everyone else's? You seeing this? It straight looks like the desert there. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Let's check and see who they are. OG Boogeyman, 26.
Yeah, 1367. They got 70,000 points on the group star.
The group what?
The group buying star event.
Oh, he's just spending at this point. Damn. I don't know. Do you think that he's going to be an X41 over there?
Wait, go back to those pictures. Go zoom in this picture. That's the same picture as Groot. That might be Groot then.
I don't think so. Group's playing in 737 again.
Go look at the city in 737. Compare the pictures.
All right. I can't imagine Groot starting over. OG Boogeyman. Maybe, actually. Maybe. Same picture, same name. Maybe. Are you sure that's Groot?
I'm positive. I mean, bro, he has over 100K liquid right now.
Hold on. Is that Groot from 833?
No.
Oh.
He had that same picture and name and when he left 7-Eleven too.
Maybe. Maybe it is him. Maybe he's just testing out new servers. I don't know. But it is kind of... I'm going to have to ask him. What was that? 1367?
Yeah.
Let's see if he'll answer. He might be watching this stream, actually.
Okay, I might be ignorant. So, like, the same time that you're live here, you're also live on YouTube?
Yeah.
So, like, there's other people there
Yeah,
that I'm not able to see what they're saying?
Yeah, there's 54 viewers on my YouTube right now watching.
I have FOMO.
What?
Like, now I want to know what they're saying.
Well, I mean, they're talking amongst them each other. There's some questions that they're asked that they're appropriate to ask. That's what I'll stop and say. Hey,
Are they monetizing? I'm sorry. I'm gonna log off.
Are you
I'm
okay?
fucked up. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just gonna keep fucking saying dumb shit.
Hey, so Groot says no, sir, no time, just 7:37. So that's he's saying it's not him.
Yeah, I just want to know if it was Groot from 833 because I want to know where my camel coins are.
Where your camel coins are?
Hey, sorry, I said I was gonna stop talking, and I'll be talking again.
Cards Against Humanity, round 2.
Oh my God, Cards Against Humanity. I love that game. I love
Oh
that
my
game.
God, do you remember when we used to play
Yeah, you
geriatric?
got to fucking play like 3 in the morning. That was actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
No, remember when we used to play the geriatric phone? Or I keep saying it's I don't know what it's called, geriatric phone.
Oh yeah,
We used
it's
to,
like telephone, the game when you used to play in
yeah,
high
and then
school.
we would fucking draw the pictures and shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Those were
That
good.
shit was
Those are
fucking
good old.
fun.
Those are good old days. I do that like
They were.
I do that like once a year. I'll go. I'll do it. I call it adult night or adult game
Hey,
night.
no, me and Rizzo, we would log into your server all the time, like even when you didn't have live, and just play fucking games because she was trying to bring activity there, and we would just sit there and do color by numbers, and just like fucking talk about shit, and then people would just chime in, and I was like, what are we doing? And she's like, nothing, we're just hanging out, seeing who's gonna show up.
Well, people. I mean, you guys can still do that in my server. Look, you guys can. Anyone that's in here can go live in any of these live things and just fuck around, all you want. I have no problem with that happening at all. You don't gotta just join a voice chat just because I'm here. If you guys want to do it, even like for say if you're doing Void, or Frenzy or a GC or so on and so forth, and you want to do it live where some people can see, just freaking join one of them. And
Well,
you got Night
yeah,
Squad,
no.
and you got Night Squad, you got Buzz Transmission, um, Call of Duty, Adult Game Night, Monsters of Monsters, Raz VC. I can just make one that says open, so they're all open. People can do whatever they want.
I know, but I always do game night with Rizzo, so.
All right, well, we have any more
But no, I
questions
just
or?
remember. Anyways, so thank you for everything. I'm gonna log off. I am wasted. I need to go to bed. I had to get up at fucking 4:30 in the morning. So thank you again for everything. Thank you everybody for your input. Thank you for dealing with me. I also don't give a fuck if you have a problem with me. And good night.
Good night. And with that being said, I'm actually gonna end the stream too because 2.5 hours in, my freaking jaw is really starting to hurt right now, and I need to get some antibiotics in me. So